sleep too much, but I told you I had worked all day and I dreamed too much. But I told you I was thirsty and I lied through my teeth because I'm worn out in the first place. So please excuse my love for all these excuses. Love is a dangerous game, but not at all what I should play. I told you I'd stay with it, but so what? I forfeited anyway. Your questions stay the same, and my answer's still no different. Can't tell you why I'm late, but so what? You forget it anyway. I'm warm, but you grow colder. Well, I slow, but you go forward. I know that you feel cornered by all of my helpless excuses. Cause I sleep too much, but I told you I had worked all day and I dreamed too much. But I told you I was thirsty and I lied through my teeth because I'm worn out in the first place. So please excuse my love for all these excuses. It's been a burden on me, a burden on me. Well, how long can I stay busy doing things that you can't see? Going round and round, it makes me dizzy. I'm warm, but you grow colder. I slow, but you go forward. I know that you feel cornered by all of my helpless excuses. Well, all those empty promises, the ones that I can't keep, it makes no difference to me. It makes no difference to me. But don't think I'll be around when the water gets too deep. It makes no difference to me. It makes no difference to me. Cause I sleep too much, but I told you I worked all day and I dreamed too much. But I told you I was thirsty and I lied through my teeth because I'm worn out in the first place. So please excuse my love for all these excuses. I sleep too much and I dream too much, and I lie through my teeth because all these excuses, love, well, all these excuses, love.
Are you a Game of Thrones fan? Are you sad that House of the Dragon has come to an end? Were you upset when you had to wait 2 years between each Harry Potter movie just to find out what your favorite wizard was up to? If so, then oh boy, do I have an offer for you. Our product is the truest form of media delivery. We streamline the process for media retention. When you're done with our product, you'll never go back to your old ways. What is this miracle product, you ask? It's books. That's right, you fucking idiot. Books. Try reading one sometime, you Neanderthal fuck. Try books today and get ahead of the story your friends have to wait years to watch on a streaming service. A streaming service they pay month after month waiting for their favorite show to come out with the new season. By the time they're caught up on their TV show, you'll already be reading the next great book that will inevitably turn into a TV show. The days of somebody spoiling your story are over. Try books today and you'll receive this one-time offer. This offer is knowledge. That's right. By reading books today, you might actually become smarter. Because your mother and everybody else knows that you are dumber than a bag of hammers. Books are not responsible for your nearsighted eyes, bullying, pompous attitude, your friends beating you up when you eventually spoil their favorite show, or any of the STDs that you're going to receive from all the tail you're going to get from being a 200 IQ bookworm. Let me repeat the name of the product for your soft little brain. That's books. B-O-O-K-S. Try reading one today. Fucking dumbass.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the A-Gap Podcast. And now, your host, Colby.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the A-Gap Podcast. Today is Tuesday, October 25th. Boys, so we were just having a little chat, and I left you with one question before we went live. So I'm excited to hear your guys' answers. So I asked everybody, I was falling asleep late the other night and had a weird random thought. And I thought, like, based on my body type, what athlete would I be? What sport? What position? So I came to the conclusion that I would be a fourth division a fourth division offensive lineman on a college team. I don't know where I would be on the line. Maybe center. I played center when I played flag football in junior high. So I have a little experience snapping the ball. So that's what I came to the conclusion of. I got the wide body. I'm a thick boy. So that's what I would go with. I'm a thick boy. That's a thick boy.
Quick for your size.
Yeah, exactly. I could swing around and pull if I needed to. I could get off the
Just run
line.
the zone scheme for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Easy.
100%. So I was curious. I'll throw it to you, Tom, just because you're sitting next to me here. What do you think you would go with?
I don't know why, and maybe it's just because I as well just have a wide base, you know, and a lot of mass right in the middle. But I think if I worked on it, I could be a bowler. You know,
Oh, yeah.
I could be a bowler.
Yeah,
dude.
baby.
I got a bowler body, so I think I could really figure it out if I put in the time. You know, really learned all the tricks. But yeah, I think I could do that. That's my body type, I think.
What about you, John?
Well, I was sitting here and I came up with a list, you know, of medieval jousting, competitive Connect
that's
4,
Oh.
underwater chess, you know, just some things that I think I
Underwater
could be.
chess?
How long can you hold your breath? Like realistically.
Oh, man. Heyday, John. Back in the day, John. Lifeguard. Fucking kicking it poolside, John. Oh, man. I don't know. I'd say I have like, I don't know, probably minute 20, minute 30. I'll give it that.
Wow.
Wow, dude.
Dude, swimming all day, it does wonders. It's better than running. Broban in the chat will confirm that. He and I were lifeguarding it up and swim team all throughout high school. So I think if I really think about it, body type, maybe I would be a swimmer. I didn't even think about that until just now, and I connected the dots. Competitive swimming, but I wanted to go with the easy answer of baseball because I'm long and lanky and my hands are big, and I played baseball. So
I was gonna say, yeah.
I'll give the boring answer of baseball, but swimming close second. I think I could.
Those big mitts could push some water around, I would think.
That's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying. We can move water.
Hell yeah. Kevin said I was convinced to play lacrosse for the first time by a Christian college coach.
Checks out.
Easily, dude. Easily. Went to Christian high school, dude. Those Christian coaches they tell you where to be. Matt, what would you go with?
Maybe like can jam.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe got the nimbleness for that. Maybe like
I think so.
a really terrible JUCO slot receiver.
There we go. Hell yeah.
Something like that. I don't know. It's kind of my body type. Maybe a little soccer guy. I don't know.
I was thinking maybe long distance runner.
JUCO Matt's smoking weed in the fucking dorms every day, dude. He talks a big game about how he wants to make it in the NFL. He wants to do that, but he's really just partying up with his buddies, dude.
That's what the experience is about.
Well, that's the
Exactly.
narrative.
Getting
Matt's the guy on
concussions
the-
every single time. Yeah.
Yeah, blocking with your head
That's
immediately.
par. That's par for the course.
Kevin said
That's what
Tom
they
went to
tell us.
Arizona State to go play golf because he was told they drink beers on the course.
There
you go.
Yeah, that sounds
Hey.
like a good choice. Yeah.
That's why John Rahm went there, right? And look at him.
Yeah.
He ended up pretty good. So
Not
yeah, I
wrong.
was just thinking about that the other night, and I was like, what would my body type be for a sport? So that's all I could think of. I could probably get a little more creative, but maybe like spike ball too. Now, Matt, that you bring up can
Ooh,
jam,
yeah.
spike ball. If I put some dedication into that, I can maybe make that work. So
Ladder ball.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
So I've heard that called ladder ball. I think we've had this discussion on the podcast. I've heard it called dingleberry because they just kind of like hang there.
yeah.
I don't think you need to explain that one.
Yeah, exactly. If you know ladder ball, it could also be called dingleberry. So that's a fun one. Producer Kevin says Matt skipped a level and went straight to coaching women's volleyball.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah. Poor Wisconsin
I
volleyball
was gonna
girls.
say, is this
I don't know
a
if you guys
Wisconsin
saw that.
callback?
Yeah, dude.
I know nothing about that.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know what
nothing about
happened.
that either.
I don't know
they
what's
had,
going on.
They had a lot of nudes leak online apparently. So yeah,
Oh,
disgusting.
now.
Oh.
Disgusting stuff. Kevin says John went overseas to play German field hockey.
Oh shit.
Oh,
That's
I
a
like
much better
that.
narrative. I like that way more. I'm doing that. I'm going overseas, man. German field hockey. That sounds sick.
There you go. And wasn't your dog trained in German as well?
Oh, Schutzen? Yeah.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
he has some Schutzen training. He can speak a little German.
That's
I can
adorable.
see John, like, if he grew up in Minnesota, like putting the headlights on the lake in the winter and just playing some
Oh,
some
shit.
curling.
Oh,
the lake, I could say that.
hell yeah.
Bring a
Bro,
30
fun
rack
story.
with the boys and start curling on the lake.
Quick fun story about curling. When I was in the army, we went and trained with the Canadian Army, and after that was all done, we went out with them, and they brought us to a curling rink, which is just think like a bowling alley, but it's just a bunch of curling lanes. And we just proceeded to get hammered at the bar and learn how to play curling. It was so sick.
Sounds like a great night.
That sounds like
I'm
a
How much
blast.
harder is it than it looks?
It is extremely hard. Like getting that pose to I forget the because there's positions, but I forget what that got. We'll call him the tosser, I suppose. But that position and like getting that angle and oh man, and these dudes are out here, you know, amateur, like beer in hand, just drinking away and doing it and making it look effortless. And I couldn't figure it out. I could scrub pretty well. I could scrub with the best of them, but dude, don't trust me to fucking put it on the bullseye. I can't do that for you.
Former Niners tight end Vernon Davis, huge curling fan.
No
Love that.
way.
Huh.
Yeah, I guess it's like a big hobby of his.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
fucking
That's
badass.
sick.
Maybe we should do that. Yeah, that sounds like a fun
Get
time.
into it.
There
The boys
is.
go curling.
Yeah. I don't know if we talked about it on the pod, but they have curling in Roseville.
Last year we talked about that, right?
They have, it's like a wine curling night. You show up and they like give you for like, you pay like, I think it's like $40 for like 2 hours. They give you free wine. Well, I mean, you pay $40, but they give you wine and you can do curling for 2 hours. It's fucking sick. So
Sounds
I'm
amazing.
trying to go do that at Skate Town, baby.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's-
Skate
Town in
Town.
Roseville. Yeah, dude.
A little dual high five pose. Iconic
Oh,
logo.
yeah. They're like dancing.
For
doing the
anyone
high
in the
five.
area, you know, iconic logo.
Yes,
Skate Town.
yes. Right next to the Castle House that you always wanted to go to when you're driving down Highway 80. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Actually, fun fact, I'll keep this quick. I went to the guy that lived in that house went to my high school, freshman and sophomore year. So I actually know the family that owns that
Did
house.
you go?
Never. No, never. I wasn't super
Not
close to
allowed.
the family.
No guess. No
yeah.
guess.
Yeah. They're, yeah. Don't
Yeah,
look into
I
their
heard it's a
history. It's a
sign a
little
waiver.
shaky.
I
Yeah.
heard it's a
Yeah.
museum in there.
Really?
I heard
I
I heard they have a bunch of shit set up and they like you can ask them and they'll take you on a tour.
Oh, I had no idea. That's pretty sick.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
it-
we'll confirm. I'll get out there.
There we go.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we'll
we'll put
should
some
get
feelers
drunk
out.
and curl at the castle. It's gonna be great.
And then we'll go to
It's
we'll
on
go
the
to the
great night.
castle
It's
for
a
the
great fucking
tour.
night.
That sounds
Yeah.
like an absolute blast. Kevin said wine curling. Normally the wine just curls in my stomach. Am I right? Oh boy.
Hello.
Kevin's on one tonight.
Did you
Here we
catch
go.
Nick Vasquez in the chat?
I did not. No.
YouTube
He says,
chat.
please continue your regularly scheduled Brandon Staley slander. Fuck
Good
yeah.
transition. Good
Let's
transition,
go.
yeah.
Let's get into it. What a week in the NFL. And I guess, yeah, we can just start talking about that game in particular. Let me pull up the old schedule here. Obviously, we're going to get into studs and duds. Does anybody have a stud or a dud from that game?
I do
No.
not.
I don't think I do.
Bueller.
I do.
Bueller. I do. I have Kenneth Walker from the Seattle Seahawks. Kenneth Walker had an incredible game. He went 23 carries, 168 yards, 7.8 yards per carry, and added 2 touchdowns to that tally. What a day for the guy. Just stepped up. Nobody expected this. If you added him, you're a genius, and well done for you. Well done.
First place Seahawks.
Dude, I know.
What's going on?
It's crazy.
What a world.
I'm officially on the train that Geno is a top 3 quarterback right now in this league.
All right, give me your rankings.
I'm probably gonna go Josh Allen. Give me Pat. Give me Geno.
Geno.
Give me
Damn.
5. Top 5.
Give me who can I round this out with? Give me
Joey Burr.
Joey Burr's
Well,
pretty
yeah,
fucking
he had
good
a
right now.
monster. Holy fuck!
Monster
We'll probably
day.
get to that monster weekend for that guy. Yeah, Burr. Give me Joey Burr.
Just say
who can
Jalen, dude. I just say Jalen. I know we had a bye week, but come on, just say it.
That's why he wasn't in my
Say
mind. Tom, I
his
appreciate you.
name.
Yeah,
Yep,
absolutely.
say
Give me
his
Jalen.
name.
You know what? That's a great top 5. I'll take that. I mean, and Geno's playing at that caliber though, to be in that talk with those names. That's you could kind of probably put those guys. I would still take. I mean, Allen and Mahomes are top 2, probably interchangeable at times, but those next 3. I mean, Geno's playing some pretty good ball, man.
True.
Yeah, man.
Speaking of the Bolts,
Go for it.
more injuries. J.C. Jackson out for the year. Brutal. Mike Williams out for several weeks. Brutal. I mean, they might be more decimated than the Niners at this point. What I was going to say is I saw it was like a clickbaity Barstool Sports article, but it raised the question, does Justin Herbert get too much credit for really not having accomplished much? I don't think he has. I think he's a stud. But people are saying, like, we've anointed this guy who hasn't really done much, but I don't believe QB wins are really a stat.
He also didn't ask for this, right? Like he came onto the scene and played just super well, and now their team has been pretty rough with injuries, questionable coaching decisions, right? Like, and now everyone's like, wait, is he not that good? And it's like, well, you guys all said he's the fucking second coming. Everybody was on the Herbert train, especially you, Matt, and Colby. But
Not popping off either. It's full.
Yeah, I'm still
he's
on it,
still
baby.
great, right? It's
Yes.
and once again, it's like there have been other great QBs that have had a rough season with maybe not the right coach, injuries, and then honestly, some pretty high expectations for the Chargers this season for Herbert to hit. Right, it was playoffs or bust. So, and that entire division is a wreck in a way, besides one team. So, I don't know. I think he shouldn't get that kind of treatment because he's still going to be one of the best young quarterbacks in this league for a long time. And he never asked to be anointed the next fucking Tom Brady, the next Peyton Manning.
Yeah,
I think it's just like you said, man. It's pieces. He needs the right pieces, and that's been what. If there's a shortcoming, it's probably been is that he just hasn't had anybody to be that accessory piece for an extended period of time. They're just like the Niners. Their story is have great potential at the beginning of the season, and then injuries just kind of derails the whole plan. So, yeah, I don't think you can write the guy off yet.
Can't write him off, and especially I think if we're using this game as like a sample size, like they were down 17-0 at the end of the first quarter, so the game becomes extremely one-dimensional. They're dropping everybody back to protect against the pass. I mean, he had to throw the ball 51 times this game. So, yeah, I think it's Keenan Allen's always hurt. He's been hurt all year, it feels like. So, as John alluded to, he hasn't had his guy. Now it's like Keenan Allen's finally back. Mike Williams is hurt. And so it's like they're always kind of back and forth. Eckler only had 9 carries this game. So I think it was a tough game for them to like come back. And on paper, you would think they would be a team that would be able to come back. But when it's 17-0 at the end of the first quarter, it's almost impossible. So it was just a tough game for them. So I still love Justin. I'm still going to obviously support him, still have his jersey. So I will continue to root for the guy.
I think if you watch him, you can just see that he is at that level. He might not be quite at the Mahomes Allen level at this time, but he could get there. And I think he is easily, to me, he's a top 5 quarterback for sure. I think he's got a bad coach. Obviously, that's well documented. Joe Lombardi's
on this podcast specifically.
Yeah, many times.
Who would you guys like to see coach the Chargers next year? If Staley gets fired, I think he should. I don't know if he will.
DeMeco Ryan changes the defensive culture over there.
Then who do you bring in as the offensive coordinator?
I think he needs an offensive guy.
Yeah.
Ken Dorsey.
Ooh.
I think that the Chargers' problem has always been and will be their defense until they figure it out.
I mean, Staley, he was supposed to be that guy,
right?
But he ain't it. That's why we're talking about
Eric Bieniemy from the Chiefs, right? Isn't that guy always talked about?
Bieniemy could be fun.
OC,
could be.
Chiefs OC goes to Chargers and plays the Chiefs twice a season.
Who is hopping on the
Sean
carousel? Ooh,
Sean Payton. Oh, that's probably the best. I think
Comes
he's
back.
probably the best available head coach, right?
We know he's going to Dallas, though, right?
We know he's going to Dallas.
Yeah, we know he's going to Dallas, dude. But it's like
maybe Mike McCarthy can go to LA.
Nah, I don't want that for our boy. I don't want that for our boy. Granted, though, like the Cowboys haven't had a terrible season, even with Dak being out. They've been serviceable. They're, I think, not top of the division because the Eagles, but they're probably only 2 games back. I think they're 5-2.
They're third in the division, boy. They're third in the NFC East.
Wow.
Their defense is. Can't forget about
them
New York Giants.
That's right, the New York Football Giants.
NFC Beast.
Well, they got a juggernaut defense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
So what about like if Sean Payton's coming back to Dallas, then what about like Kellen Moore?
Kellen Moore.
Ooh, that'd be cool.
That's offense.
What about who's the guy for the Eagles right now, Tom?
Stetchen.
Yeah,
the OC that's been calling all the plays. Yeah, dude, that guy's
he's
his
in
name's
conversation.
rocketing up.
Yeah,
100%. His offense
Stetchen
is cool.
stonks to the roof, baby.
Don't get stitious. No, it didn't work. Never mind.
All right, good try.
I like that you went for it. I appreciate it.
Yeah, don't get stitching. Yeah, whatever.
But yeah, it'll be interesting to see if they do move on from Staley. I mean, it feels like they have to if they miss the playoffs this year. So it'll be interesting to see how that goes. All right, Matt, you alluded to one of your studs earlier. You want to talk a little bit about Joey Burr?
I would love to talk about Joey Burr. Second straight week. He's absolutely on fire. 34-43, 481 yards, 3 tutties. Just an absolute machine. What did Tyler Boyd have like 150 yards?
He's on here, right?
Mark Chase had like 120.
Well, yeah. You and John can tag team this one if you guys want.
We should talk about this game.
Yeah.
Tyler Boyd tagging.
Dude, had a monster game. Absolutely, like you alluded to. I have my notes right here too. Dude, it was 8 catches, 155 yards, and a tud. And really, if you sat him on your bench in fantasy, those 28.5 points really would have come in handy, especially if like your receivers put up only half a point and you lose to, the worst team in our league right now. But we're not dwelling on that.
Oddly specific.
Yeah, it sounds like
no, we're not. No, it's
maybe a little ignored and unrequested.
Yeah. No, dude, no, it's just off the top of the dome,
I think you may have said our league instead of your league, so I think there might be a little confusion there.
Yeah, go on. You want to talk about it?
It is our league.
I was going to say, it is our league.
It is our league. Yeah,
fucking froze me there for a second.
Sorry.
There, bud.
Just hit him with a what?
I said, huh?
Hit him with a hezzy hay.
No, dude, it was he had a monster game. Bengals looked really good. I mean,
Jamar Chase was awesome too.
Jamar had 8 for 130, 2 tuds. T. Higgins had 5 for 93. Even Hayden Hurst had 6 for 48. They're just humming. There's one replay of Tyler Boyd like getting kind of caught up on a linebacker. His back's to Joe Burrow. He throws him like back shoulder while he's not even looking, spins around, falls right in, takes off. They're just clicking. It's that shotgun offense.
The shotgun offense we talked about last
week,
right?
Tigers offense. Go Tigers.
Go Tigers.
Go Tigers. They finally figured it out.
Bengals
seems
are
like
back. They're so back.
Yeah.
Definitely more back than the Rams, I would say.
Yeah, the
and
Rams.
Just a quick preview. I'm finally not going to pick Cleveland this week because they're playing the Bengals. So.
Yeah, there you go.
Finally getting off the train.
I'm over it.
I'm done.
Wait till Deshaun starts playing, and then you'll pick them 4 weeks in a row again, and they'll lose 3 of them. Yeah,
I'm ready to get hurt again.
I think Matt's like on a train, and he's missed his stop 3 times, and he's finally decided I'm on the wrong train.
Yeah. I don't recognize any of this.
He's seeing some names go by. This is not one.
Yeah, hell of a game. Granted, I mean, it was against the Falcons, so grain of salt. But we were even kind of talking last week that this might be closer than we think.
I put a bet on at least the Falcons to cover, and it was like fucking 6.5, 7. And
Yeah.
I was like, no, they just beat the Niners. I feel pretty confident. Nope. Joey Burrow. It's some rock, paper, scissors shit going on here, right? You got some teams that one team beat this team, and you can sit there all day, say my team beat this team, this blah blah blah. Some teams are better equipped to beat other teams, and just any given Sunday, right?
Yep.
Exactly.
It just shows what you can do, and we'll really get into this when we get into the Niners Chiefs, but what can happen when you have an elite level quarterback versus not having one, like Marcus, where you just, if the offense is humming for the Bengals, you're not going to be able to go toe to toe with Joe Burrow if you're Marcus Mariota.
Can't.
That's what they ran into.
It's kind of the Giants too. I feel like we can talk about how Danny Dimes is great, but that's the one worry if you're a Giants fan right now. In like a playoff scenario, and when the chips are down, you got to come back. I don't know. He's a better Marcus Mariota.
He's like Colin Kaepernick, just rushing for 100.
Yeah, it's every time.
Were you talking Danny Dimes?
Danny Dimes.
Yeah.
Should we just all right? Should we just double team my studs?
Yeah, double team it. Go for it. If you want to go for it, yeah, let's get to it.
He took care of the ball. He had one through the air, had about 200 yards, but took care of the ball and had 100 on the ground and I think 2 rushing tutties.
Yep.
Saquon had like 110 yards as well. So I mean, that's obviously not sustainable, but Danny Dimes is basically Lamar Jackson.
Exactly.
It's nuts, man. It's crazy to see they had 200-yard rushers, and one of them is Daniel Jones. You would never expect that from him.
And they're 6-1.
Yeah,
6.
They just keep finding ways to win, and it's like I feel like the Giants. I want to look up the stat, but I don't know where to look. They probably almost never cover, but they always win. It's always a close game, and they find a way to win. So kudos to them. That's what you got to do in the NFL.
Yeah, Darius Slayton was their leading receiver. 3 catches for 58 yards.
Are we all ready for the world? I know it's been discussed on other podcasts, but to have a Jets-Giants playoff, like they're going to be in the playoffs at the same time. That could happen. That's a real thing. Giants, I think, are going to make playoffs. It's safe to say.
Oh yeah,
6-1. Yeah. It's pretty hard to not make the playoffs at that point. And the Jets are still pretty good. They're at like
5-2, tougher conference, but yeah.
Yep. I don't know if I understand the world anymore. I guess I'll relate this back to one of the storylines thing about the NFC is drunk, but maybe the NFL's fucking drunk, dude. It's a weird year.
It is a weird year.
It's like a transition year.
Rex Ryan's Jets versus Eli Manning and the Giants. Like, when's the last time we saw those two teams be good?
That era. That
15 years ago, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's been a long time for both of them. Since Eli left, and even when they had Eli for the last couple of years, they weren't great. And then Jets have been abysmal for a decade. So it's been quite a while. But as I've said before on the podcast, when New York teams are good, it's more fun. And I think we're kind of rooting for them now, but if they continue to like sustain the success, they will become the villain eventually, and we will hate them like we hate the Yankees, right? It's just gonna
100%.
be one of those things. So
wasn't Bobby Sala on the hot seat after week 1?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah,
a lot of people were calling for it.
Yeah.
Didn't even have his quarterback, but they're like, he has Joe Flacco and he lost. Fire him. Like, all right,
reaction week 1, dude. Yeah,
dude.
Brees was getting rolling too, but
let's talk about that.
Don't talk about it.
Let's talk about it now. Let's get out of the way.
Yeah.
Colby, how are you feeling?
Ignored unrequested. I did have Brees Hall, and everybody was like, "You got Brees Hall. I'm not very high on him. He's gonna have a slow production in the first half," which yes, he did. Took him a couple weeks to get going. Finally got going. Busted out a 60-yard touchdown, like one of the first plays of the game. Halfway through the game, torn ACL, torn meniscus, rip, end of season. Yeah, I'm if I did not have, my only saving grace is I have James Robinson in 3 leagues, which is fantastic. So
you were about to drop that guy, dude, after that last game.
Well, and this is here, I'll burn one of my duds. I had James Robinson as one of my duds. He had 0 carries, 0 receptions, barely any reps, but we're still up because now he's on the Jets. Now he's the premier guy for the Jets. I mean, obviously Michael Carter is still there. It's going to be interesting to see how they kind of figure that dynamic out. But I would assume exactly. I feel like Robinson's going to start a little slow. It'll be Carter probably this week, and then Robinson's going to take over that backfield because he looked great in those first few games with Jacksonville, but then ETN just started popping the fuck off, and they figured, hey, let's get some picks, let's get rid of this guy where he's just going to sit on our bench. They don't want that. So,
ETN stonk way up.
ETN stonk way up. Robinson stonk way up. I mean, Grats, everybody.
Markets
everybody
are wild,
in that is kind of happy.
Yeah, you got to watch out.
It feels like the Jags at this point, they were just featuring Robinson so they could trade him.
Yeah, that's probably not a bad idea
for Robinson.
I think it was like it's a 6th round conditional that could become a 5th round if he rushes over 600 yards, and he's already rushed for like 280 or something like that, I think. So they're basically kind of banking that he's going to hit that mark with the Jets, and then they'll get a 5th. Yeah.
I mean, is he a free agent next year, or is he on?
I'm not sure. Let me look it up real quick.
That seems like a really good deal, but maybe I don't value 5th round picks because I'm not an NFL general manager.
I mean, he's got to be. I mean, this is his 3rd year in the league.
Yeah, he signed a 3-year contract. Yeah, he's unrestricted or restricted free agent next year.
Was he an undrafted?
They'll get early bird rights.
He was either a late round pick or undrafted, I think.
I don't know what early bird rights means. I'm not that much of a fan, Tom. Sorry.
Well, that's like an NFL thing, but basically the team restricted free agency, so the team gets a chance to give an offer first, basically, not unrestricted free agent.
Yeah, good move for the Jets. I mean, I love that they're 5-2 and they lost their starting running back. They're like, we're in. Like, we might have arrived a year early, but we're in. I mean, Elijah Moore asked for a trade. I don't know what that's all about, but if they can start clicking with the passing game, like really have Zach just hit his back foot and get the ball out on time, which eventually he could get there, but they could be really dangerous.
Dude, I think back to that terrible throw that Zach Wilson had across his body on the sideline, and I think about how sick it looked, and then I thought about how sick he could look if he made some of these fucking plays, dude.
It's the Zach Wilson experience. It's the splash plays. Like king of off-platform throws. Like he can do some crazy shit. But can he just take the snap, get his 3-step drop, hit his back foot, get the ball out on time? I don't know.
Maybe.
I wouldn't doubt they might try and go get a receiver as well. I mean, they have is it the other Michael Carter?
Garrett Wilson.
Yeah, Garrett Wilson. Yeah. I guess Elijah Moore, Garrett Wilson. It's not too bad, but I don't know. They can get a star.
Moore hates it.
Yeah, exactly. They might try and swap him. Maybe go get. I heard that Jerry Jeudy might be an option to go there. Jerry Jeudy, he's getting shopped. He's getting shopped hard right now.
Really? I know Tom's favorite tight end, CJ Uzomama.
Yeah, dude.
There we go.
3 times last season, 3 separate times.
It's your guy.
And then every off week was when he did good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, Jerry Judy's getting shot. That guy's young. Why? Even if you're rebuilding, fucking build around that guy. Like
he's pissed, dude. Cortland Sutton. Yeah, they wouldn't do that. He's their star.
They should.
I'll put like KJ Hamler's like, wait, I want out.
Yeah, exactly. No, trade me
first.
Everyone on the Broncos wants out. News alert. Seems like.
Is it Robbie Anderson made the blueprint?
Yeah.
How to get off your team.
Yeah. I mean, it works in the NBA.
AB did it too last year. Take your shirt off.
See, but he got off the team, but didn't get to another team. He kind of just ended his career like that. So
yeah.
Step 1, get off the team. Step 2, oh wait,
get off Twitter.
Get off Twitter. Yeah,
get off Twitter. Step 3, make a rap song. Step 4, show everybody in a hotel pool your penis. So yeah, that was his career trajectory. All right, let me get us back on track a little bit. Tom, you haven't told us any of your studs yet. Who you got?
Dude, Josh Jacobs, man, let me tell you, ignored unrequested. I didn't even, I bought this guy, and I was kind of just trying to drive up my Raiders fan friend, to be truly honest. And then this guy has been going off. This Raiders team is finally finding an offensive identity in the run game, and Josh Jacobs is the fucking man. Piloting the ship, and it's good. It's a great change of pace kind of offense with someone like Devontae Adams to just switch it up to. But that offensive line is finally playing the way it's supposed to. Jacobs is getting some big old holes to run through. So many touchdowns, prolific offense. I'm real excited for Josh Jacobs. And Raiders fans, I've been saying it. I bet on them way too much. I picked them way too many times and they lost at the beginning of the year, but we all knew they were the friskiest 0-3 team, you know? They had some stuff.
Yeah. I mean, Josh Jacobs has always been solid, but this feels like he's been on the Raiders for 12 years, and now he's having like this crazy top 5 running back season.
Little unsustainable, but still,
Maybe.
I think they want to run the ball. They're realizing that they're good at this and they can consistently get the ball down the field, and that's all that they fucking care about. There's some like McDaniels.
Yeah, I don't think they're like a team that wants to go downfield too much. I think Derek has the talent. I just don't think he likes to let it rip like that. So I think if they're just running the ball, play action, they'll be good. I want to see Renfro get more involved, though.
Yeah, he's been. I mean, he was injured, but he has not been a factor recently at all.
He had 100 catches last year.
Waller's been hurt too, so they've been a little banged up. If they get full healthy, once again, they could be a little bit of a wagon at the end of the season.
Kevin.
Back. They are. Kevin's making some funny things in the chat. Tom, looks like you want to call it out.
So basically, 3 weeks ago, Kevin's got fucking 4 good running backs basically on his dynasty team. And so I was talking about trading for Jacobs when Jacobs was getting like 13, 15 points, and he doesn't have a younger quarterback. Oh, Drew's here too, the whole gang. And so I offered him Fields because he needs a younger quarterback, and I thought Fields is at least a starting young quarterback. He's got some legs, and that didn't sound unreasonable 3 weeks ago. But then every week as this has gone on, and it went from he wasn't even playing Jacobs. It was on his bench. And then now it's like all of a sudden he's got Derrick Henry and Eckler, and he wants to play Jacobs over those guys. Like it's a tough thing to see. So you're right. I understand you won't take Fields for Josh Jacobs. I have accepted that.
Better Alabama running back today, Derrick Henry or Josh Jacobs?
Derrick Henry.
By
his legacy.
He's number 1, dude. Derrick Henry's back too. We didn't even put him on any of these studs lists, but he is so fucking
back. He's the king.
All the way.
He's an absolute beast and
I'm
continues
out
to be
until
a beast.
The wheels fall off, and then I'll say I told you so.
Yeah, it's we say it every week and every year. It's like the wheels are coming off this year. It's over, and it never is. It never is. So keep on going, Tractorcito. All right, I will give my final stud. I got DeAndre Hopkins. Welcome back, Nuke. He went 10 receptions, 103 yards on 14 targets. Did not get into the end zone, but looked great. So I was happy to get him once again, ignored and requested in a league, and I've been sitting on him, waiting on him, and it was happy to see him come back and immediately get a 100-yard performance. So very, very excited to see that.
Do you like the hype video he put out right before the game?
Yeah, I thought that was kind of cool. You know, it's kind of just like he's had 6 weeks, his whole media team is like, all right, guys, let's do a cool hype video. Let's get into it. And he's back. And I think a lot of people forgot about him. And I don't think the Cardinals are going to be a hell of a lot better, but I think he definitely gives them more of an opportunity to win. So let's keep an eye on this Cardinals team and see what they can do moving forward with him.
He had 1 interception too.
He threw an interception?
No, he intercepted Kyler coming over and beating the shit out of Cliff Kingsbury.
Oh, yeah. Really?
Oh, yeah.
He got in the middle of that?
He's the one who separated them and was like trying to stand in between Kyler and Cliff while they were while Kyler was screaming at his coach to calm the fuck down. Calm the fuck down.
Dude,
yeah, that was aggressive.
The team guy, like he's the Papa Bear in the fucking locker room.
He is the veteran, kind of. If you look at that roster,
Kingsbury just had his arm on Kyler's head. He's like swinging at him.
What's the likelihood that Kyler goes home and goes on like a 30-hour bender for Modern Warfare 2 after that game?
He's already finished the campaign. He probably finished it that
100%.
night. Finish it that night. I guarantee.
I'm just waiting for like
Thursday.
an audio leak of him just like on the headset saying some shit about Cliff Kingsbury.
There you go.
That's where it's gonna happen. That's where like the crux of the fallout is gonna happen.
You know, I'm gonna go check his Twitch page out real quick. See when the last time he streamed was.
Also, the numbers are staggering, right? Like Hopkins had 10 for 103. Everyone else was like Rondale Moore 1 catch. Keontae Ingram had 2. Leading receiver was Eno Benjamin, running back. He had 4 catches for 21 yards. Zach Ertz had 2 for 21.
He loves Nuke. He trusts Nuke. I think that's
Nuke and no one else.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. So Kyler Murray's Twitch page doesn't post his previously streamed streams at all. So if he does stream, there's no record of it on his channel.
Ah, there you go.
I've caught him online a few times.
He won't
Yeah.
get away with it if he says
No.
something.
Oh,
No,
no way.
God,
Someone
no.
will grab it.
Everybody will clip it. Everybody will clip it.
Clip it and ship it, chat. Let's go.
Exactly. So yeah, welcome back, Nuke. Matt, you already blasted through your 2. So John, who you got next for your stud?
Apparently Carolina forgot that they don't have an RB1 because Deontay Foreman came out and had a game. 15 carries, 118 yards. Panthers looked good. I think there's a lot to be said about the just go out there and play, like backyard football. We don't really have a plan right now, so just go play. DJ Moore got involved a little bit too.
Finally.
He had, I forget what his final numbers were, but he had some, he had like 7 or 8 receptions, something like that. But Panthers looked good.
It's a great defense too. Like Tom Brady and the offense look like shit, but that defense is supposed to be top tier.
I think there's a lot to be said about the offense for the Bucks just being more out of whack. I mean, Mike Evans drops a very, very easy opening drive TD. I think that's like play number 2 or something, and he's wide the fuck open. But, you know, Giselle's a witch and has those curses on, so gave him butterfingers real fast, and he dropped the ball. But, yeah, man, Tom Brady threw 49 times and has zero tutties, 290 some odd yards, no touchdowns. 49 times he threw the ball. I don't know. But Foreman had a great game. Panthers looked good. The Bucks are kind of down right now, so we'll see. Tough home game this weekend.
I think for the Bucks, all their offensive line injuries have like killed their running game entirely. It seems like their running game. I know Fournette had like that one big game earlier in the year, but since then they've had more injuries on the offensive line. looking at the stats, maybe 40 rushing yards combined. So pretty abysmal rushing game for the Bucks.
Rashad White was 6 for 24. Fournette was 8 for 19.
Yeah, brutal. So it just becomes a one-dimensional game, and with a good defense, you can easily counter that stuff.
Brian Burns or whatever. Who's that guy? Who's the guy in the Panthers?
Yeah,
dude.
He's another guy getting shopped around too. We'll talk about this more in the Niners section, but the Niners did drop Tevin Coleman today, so they opened up a roster slot for maybe a move. So we can talk about that a little bit later. But one thing I wanted to say about the Panthers is there was a lot of drama obviously going kind of into the season with like Baker and Sam Darnold. And then you had the drama with, not really drama, but they're kind of, I think, really focusing on CMC as their number 1 weapon. Now that he's gone, now that you don't have Baker or Darnold playing, there's kind of like no more drama. Like you said, they can just go out and play backyard football. And so I think these guys that were kind of ready to stepped up and played great. I mean, PJ Walker looked great, 177 yards, 2 tutties, 16-22, efficient. So yeah, kudos to the Panthers.
Yeah, like I said, just just go play. You know what I mean? Just go out there, play football. Like you said, a lot of serviceable. The defense looked great. It was a fun game. Good on you, Carolina.
Chuba Hubbard at
Carolina
9 for
Panthers.
63.
Hell
He's
yeah.
involved too.
He's
kind of a nice little 2-headed monster there, running back without CMC.
Yeah, he had a nice 15-yard something run for a tud. They look good, man.
The line was 10.5. Fucking minus 10.5 for the Bucks, dude. It's fucking unreal. It's unimaginable.
And I like that Carolina's starting to get Terrace Marshall involved a little bit more too.
What? Oh yeah. Sorry, I'm just laughing at Tom being like, "Why didn't I bet $5 on the money line?" Like Tom,
a dollar.
New sports better Tom, just like, why didn't I think of that? Because
can't be thinking that way.
Never,
Dude,
you can't think that way.
After that shit,
dark, dangerous road.
I took the fucking Bears plus 9.5, and that was awesome. That worked out great. So now I'm just like,
why didn't you just throw your whole life savings on that?
Yeah, I should have. Obviously,
not?
Matt.
Easy.
Because I'm a pussy. That's why. Fuck it.
No balls.
Just want to throw this out there. If you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER to get some help today.
Good call.
Yeah, kudos to the Panthers. Hell of a game. Matt, can we get one? We haven't gotten one really all season because they've sucked ass. All right. It kind of cut out a little bit. Here, do a little further away from the mic.
I think I got to not do that. Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
I always lean in.
It's okay.
I just get excited, lean in, it clips.
No, it didn't even clip. It just cut out. It just like stopped doing audio, but that's okay. We'll get one next time.
Hey, are you retiring it, Matt?
We'll get him one next time. I can't just go back to back.
He's gonna rip his vocal
Too
cords
much,
out.
dude. Too much.
All right, Tom, close us out on
All
the
right.
studs. Who you got?
And I didn't really watch this game, but I heard about some of the things that happened in it. And you gotta love yourself some Taylor Heineke, dude. This fucking guy, he's got the dog fucking all inside him, dude. He does not give up. He keeps hucking the rock, dude. Everyone looks like they're having more fun on the roster. Just the entire team is having more fun. And maybe, you know, I've been pretty outspoken about my hate for Carson Wentz, but Taylor Heineke is like the guy. He's the homegrown guy that has found a way to win games. And I just think the Commanders are going to be at least more fun. I guess caveat, we've done this. He's played a lot of games and we've seen what it ends up being. But this week, it was awesome. Taylor Heineke brought home a win against the Packers.
Yeah, man. Packers fans, it's looking tough right now. Down real bad. And this was kind of like another sneaky underdog week. And I feel like we've been kind of saying that week after week. And we alluded to it earlier. It seems just kind of like a transition season where these younger teams are starting to figure it out a little bit. The older guys aren't looking great and maybe don't have a lot of support in the case of Aaron Rodgers. So it's very, very interesting to see. I mean, Commanders, even Seahawks over Chargers we talked about.
Can I do for this?
Go for it. Yeah, go.
Let's just go into duds. Aaron Rodgers, 192 yards, 2 touchdowns. I honestly expected to see an interception on the stat line before I pulled it up there, but I just think this offense doesn't know who it is anymore. This whole fucking team doesn't know who it is. I don't get it. I don't know if it's coaching. I don't know if it's Aaron Rodgers with his head in the clouds. I don't get it. AJ Dillon's not involved at all. I don't know.
He's been playing a lot of video games, and it doesn't affect his performance. He's actually a great gamer. Check out his Twitch channel. But I see highlights of him gaming all the time. So it's very interesting. They don't know what they're doing.
Did you hear his comments, Aaron Rodgers?
No, please.
He said it's definitely not just one play here or there. It's 20% of the time. If we have 50 plays and we have 10 missed assignments or mental errors, that's 20%. That's way too high. In the past, it was like less than 10%. So that's one play a series. We have to fix that. I think the guys who are making too many mistakes shouldn't be playing. Got to start cutting some reps, and maybe guys who aren't playing, give them a chance.
Yeah, he said that on McAfee this morning.
Who's he talking about?
Wow.
Probably his young receivers, if I had to guess.
I would assume receivers, yeah.
He's probably thinking Randall Cobb needs more snap share. I don't know.
I guess.
Dobbs didn't even have a target, I don't think. Not a reception. Yeah. Wow.
I just think they need to run the ball more, right? I thought that was the consensus. That's what it's like. They ran it like what 17 times the entire game or something. There was some
and they had
the low amount.
They had the lead, and at halftime it was 14-10. They easily could have just started running out the clock, but then they didn't score in the third quarter. They only got 1 touchdown in the fourth. Commanders popped off, got 10 in the third, and held them off in the fourth. So, yeah, very, very interesting. They
can't change his spots. Aaron Rodgers is still Aaron Rodgers. He can do all the ayahuasca he wants, but he is still Aaron. It's not my fault, Rodgers.
Aaron never taking accountability, Rodgers.
Yep, no accountability at all. Doesn't know how.
Yeah, I don't know. Very, very interesting.
Good,
all right.
Good for people like that, though, that are so confident that they can't, ever see anything they do wrong in themselves. Big ups to them, because the rest of us all just think everything we do is the reason why everything's wrong, Yeah. So we take their share of it,
Yeah. He's not a negative self-talk guy.
No.
Well, it is interesting. You hear like Greg Jennings, who had probably a couple 1,000-yard seasons with Rodgers. He was their number 1 receiver for a long time. Even he says, like, it was never Aaron's fault.
Never Aaron's fault.
Yeah, wild.
Exactly.
That's wild.
You need to be confident in this league, though, right? It's like
yeah.
But also, there's humble QBs out there that have been extremely successful. So it's not required.
He's better than he used to be, but those kind of comments are like, there he is. There's
gotcha.
He's back.
They're used to like
here.
Mr. Cerebral, Pat McAfee, cool guy for the last couple of years, but there he is. Mm-hmm. They were going 13-3 every year too. So
yeah. A lot easier to justify
still
that.
Kind of a prick.
Still kind of a prick. Yes.
All right, I'll go ahead and fire off one of my duds then. I went with a guy who normally is in the studs section, Mark Andrews. Tough day for all the Mark Andrews owners. I'll tell you a little bit about what I think happened.
Matt,
he had 2 targets. Yeah, Matt, tell me what you think happened. Why Mark Andrews didn't even get 1 catch?
I don't think he played.
That's what I thought. I thought he got hurt.
Double out there. He wasn't playing.
It wasn't him. Just
no
another tall white guy.
Yeah.
0 catches,
Mandrews
2 targets. So my reasoning for why I don't think he got any catches, Lamar only threw the ball 16 times and only had nine catches, 120 yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions. So I think their game plan going into this game was run the ball. That's why you saw Gus Edwards get in the end zone twice. Lamar had 60 rushing yards, so almost half of the yards that he passed for. So I think that was just their plan, is let's just run the shit out of the ball. Let's beat this Browns team. And it was a close game. I mean, they could have probably aired it out more, but something that they saw in the game plan just didn't work out for them to air it out.
Browns should have won.
They should have. Yeah. Yep. They really should have. So
yeah, I was gonna say, just to caveat off of that, is definitely, I mean, Lamar Jackson, he's one of my duds. I can't believe that he's down here, but it's been 4 straight weeks, man, of pretty meh football from Lamar. Honestly, it's he had week 2 and 3 where he popped off, and we were like, okay, MVP season on lock, here it comes. And then now it's, I mean, like you said, 9 of 16 for 120 yards, no tuds. I mean, that's not good numbers, bud. He got bailed out. Gus the Bus Edwards had a massive day. Justin Tucker obviously coming in and doing his thing, and then the defense had 5 sacks and 2 forced fumbles. So defense was back and doing its thing too. But Lamar's one of my duds, man.
I also want to say F's in the chat for anybody that started Kenyon Drake this week. He was like a big waiver wire pickup. So he had 10 carries for 119 yards last week. This week he had 11 carries for 5 yards.
0 receptions as well. So did not even log a single point. Brutal.
Yeah, we had some weird shit like that. Jameis almost played. Zappy, McCorkle, who's gonna play? Like, there were some rough starts. Yeah. I started Gallup for 0 points.
Yep.
Hell yeah. Thought Dak was gonna be back. That seemed like the perfect game to start him. Yikes.
Yeah.
NFL's drunk.
Yeah, the NFL is drunk. It was a weird fucking week.
Hopefully it sobers up by Christmas at least, and then we can know what the fuck's going on.
Yeah. They'll eat Thanksgiving dinner. It'll suck up some of the alcohol. They'll be fine.
True.
Matt, McCorkle was mentioned. You want to talk about one of your duds?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there, but he was 3 of 6, threw a pick, and then was benched for the rest of the game for old Bailey Zappi, who did not play well at all. And after the game, Bill Belichick said that was the plan the whole time. And the New England media was like, bullshit. Well, it makes it seem like after Mac throws a pick and Zappy comes out that doesn't feel like it was the plan. And are you going to do that moving forward? And he's like, probably not. No.
Yeah, it's like you see a break in the armor for the Bill Belichick after that game, man. Yeah. Obviously, Bears played the best game they played I've ever seen Justin Fields play. Best game plan. Yeah. They had a plan going into Foxborough. Great. But Patriots teams that we know don't let this shit happen, right? They're the team that sneaks up on teams they're supposed to lose to.
Well, we saw Malcolm Butler, who the year before was the Super Bowl hero, picking off Russell Wilson in the end zone to seal it, get benched the next opener or the next season, like early in the season. He sat a top 5 DB because they were having problems, but you never see with a quarterback. And obviously there's things going on internally with McCorkle. He was at the Pro Bowl last year.
Yeah.
Pro Bowl quarterback's kind of like a joke because it's always like the 6th guy in the NFC or AFC that, wasn't in the playoffs. Yeah. But he was still there, and he had a great rookie year. They took him 15th overall. So it feels like what's going on?
And don't
you really think it was the plan to let him throw 6 times and then bench him for Zappy?
No fucking way.
Not at all.
No fucking way. But the plan was also not for Zappy to throw 3 more picks in the second half too.
Exactly.
That's where it gets. If Zappy came out and crushed it and came back and won that game, there's a whole different narrative. Court was getting traded, but right now it's like Zappy did not play. Zappy had his worst game of the season, I think.
Yeah, it was almost like the fans were calling for Zappy, and Bill was like, "Here, you want to see fucking Zappy? Here."
Yeah.
Well, and it
The
worked.
Zappy experience.
It worked for the first couple possessions. He went down and scored
tutties.
massive
So
touchdown
fast.
right away, second touchdown almost right away. So it worked, and then all of a sudden after halftime, it blew up. Yeah, it's they were saying that Mac's like still kind of injured, so they're nursing it. I think it's a load of bullshit. There's something else.
I
going on.
bet it's gonna be all Mac Jones in the next game. You won't see Zappy at all, just because Zappy played poorly. Which,
Yeah.
if you just came out and say, "I'm trying to play the hot hand," I'm gonna keep switching between these young quarterbacks that both seem very talented. That's at least an honest answer, an upfront answer. Now it's
Ooh,
just what I'm
Drew.
feeling.
Drew, I'm sorry. He started both Mac Jones and Kenyon Drake, so I feel like we're just piling on him right now. And
All
Jared
Mac
Goff.
studs.
I've got
All
honorary
Mac
dud.
studs.
Jared Goff had 2 fantasy points.
Ooh,
Yeah,
it was against.
I'm not saying too much because I was playing Drew this week. Yeah, he only scored
Oh,
40
I was gonna
points.
say,
Sorry,
Drew, yeah.
bud. Sorry, bud. But yeah, it was a tough week for Drew. But hey, dust yourself off, get up, get ready for next week. That's how it goes. That's how it goes. Alrighty, John, you want to hit us with a dud?
Yeah, I just to circle back real quick to the Carolina game. I don't know who I'm more mad at, if it's actually Drake London or if it's the fact that the Falcons went and got a receiver when they had other glaring issues and an offense that wasn't set up yet, didn't have a quarterback. I mean, Mariota comes out, like we said, 124 yards, 8 of 13. So I don't know that I'm necessarily mad at Drake London for 1 catch for 9 yards, but Falcons, I think that it was kind of a bad use of a first round pick, in my opinion. Just, you don't have the offense for this kid, and he's a top 10 talent. I mean, I don't know who I'm mad at. I'm working on a couple hours sleep, so Drake London is my guy right now, but
Hey,
it's probably mostly the Falcons I'm mad at.
Yeah, and I think I've heard, because I have Drake London in a league, and I've been watching every week, watching the videos, seeing what they're talking about, and he just hasn't had like target share or even snap share. He has only run like 60% of their snaps. So as a receiver, that's not great, especially as a receiver that you just drafted. Imagine if the Bengals did that with Jamar Chase. We would never be talking about him, right? So it's just kind of weird how they're using him, and maybe they are trying to not tank. I mean, they're 3-4, so they're not gonna be the worst team in the league.
Maybe Mario is so bad at throwing that they don't really want to put this player that's going to be great when they have to get a better throwing quarterback. I don't know.
Maybe.
Desmond Ritter. I mean, they didn't draft him to be their QB of the future necessarily, but to see where he's at. But they drafted Kyle Pitts number 4 overall last year.
Yep.
And he has 178 yards.
That's what I'm saying.
That's insane.
And then you take Drake London out of USC the next year, and you can't figure out a way to get him the ball?
This is my point.
Yeah.
You've gone back-to-back
Direct
years
snap
now.
it, dude. Fuck it.
Yeah, but
exactly.
okay. Yeah. But okay, imagine you're like, you guys play Dynasty Fantasy. You get these guys in the hopes that they will continue to get better, right? So maybe they're looking at making a move in the offseason for a quarterback. Maybe they're looking at making moves, and I mean, this
Bryce
is, I
Young,
think,
right?
their rebuilding year.
Yeah.
They've been scrappy in games. They were scrappy against the Niners. Mariota couldn't, like Matt said, no ball hit the ground when Mariota threw it. So they have moments of brightness, and then they have moments of like, what the fuck are they trying to do with this team? Maybe they have a plan right now. It seems like it's changing week to week. So it's just a little bit odd, but yeah, I mean, as Matt alluded to, when Kyle Pitts and Drake London combined for 4 receptions for 18 yards, that's not good. And you got to find a way to figure out how to get those guys involved in any way, on a jet sweep, on little slants, anything to help Mariota out.
Anything.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think Tom's onto something, though. It feels like there's some sort of elegant tank going on. Where you either get CJ Stroud or you get Bryce Young, and then all of a sudden you kind of see the blueprint for what your offense could be with Ridley, Pitts, London, and a decent young quarterback.
Yep.
Yeah,
I can actually throw it deep
Ridley
and
existed.
has that upside.
Yeah, it's crazy to think. I forgot they even had Ridley next year. That will be a stacked offense if they have a quarterback that can get them the ball. Impressive. Now all they need is a running back. Algier does look pretty good, though. I will throw that out there. He looks decent. He looked really
100%.
good last week. This week, serviceable. So yeah, moving forward, Falcons
And they
fans.
have one of the
don't
better D tackles in the
freak
league,
out.
Grady Jarrett.
Yeah.
Mhm.
He's killer.
True.
So maybe bright days are coming for the Falcons. All right, Tom, who you got for your final dud?
Well, let's talk about Matt Ryan. And we all already know
yeah.
Matt Ryan got benched this week. 38-year-old quarterback on the second team he's ever played on. 5 games, 6 games in. He's going to be riding the bench, being back up to Cody Ellinger or some shit.
Sam Ellinger, yeah.
Sam Ellinger,
Cody Bellinger, some shit.
Cody Bellinger.
Yeah.
Hasn't had a good
yeah,
season since 2017.
exactly. Much like Matt Ryan. Yeah. It's just tough to see. I think the Colts are tanking. I'm a little concerned for JT. I'm a little concerned for Pittman. That defense, that offensive line. I just feel like when you put in a second string and you just say that's it, that's the move. It feels like you're giving up on the season.
Yep.
Kevin alluded to this. He was benched for the season. Is that correct?
He was
Permanent. Yeah. He will
my
not play again this season, they said. That's how bad he's played.
Is he going to have to retire, do you think?
No, he's just going to be a backup, dude. If I'm him, I'm just sitting there. All right, I'll be your backup then. I'm getting paid a lot of money to be a backup, so.
Fair.
That was going to be my point. They're paying him a lot of money.
The only scenario I thought about that would be just kind of fun for the whole NFL is Gardner Minshew gets traded to the Colts for a, get this shit, second round pick that turns into a first if he plays and make the playoffs or some shit. We do it again. We run it back.
Run it back, baby. Run it back.
That would just be so funny. Oh my god. Yeah. But Minshew on that team is more fun than Cody fucking Bellinger.
Yeah, I was gonna say you almost already forgot his name, so that's about how impactful he will be.
What is it? What is it again? Anyone?
Sam Ellinger.
Sam Ellinger.
It's funny. Ian Rappaport was like, and a lot of GMs around the league have been somewhat intrigued by Ellinger for a couple of years. Like, okay,
sure.
Have they been? Okay.
It's just funny. Jim Irsay slipped him an extra $1,000 to say that. You know,
I mean, that's the death of Frank Reich right there. You know, you went and got Phillip Rivers, then you stuck your neck out for Carson Wentz. Then you went and got Matt Ryan. Jim Irsay, though, in the offseason was like, this guy's like an astronaut. Like, he is like a CEO type. This guy is and then you see him step to the podium. I watched Matt Ryan's introductory press conference for the Colts, and I was like, whoa, like, this guy is like an astronaut. He's unbelievable.
He's so smart. He's so good. We're buying it, dude.
But then I forgot that his body is discombobulated. He looks like the Tin Man when he tries to run around, and he's just smoked.
He's 38, dude.
He's done. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like the car that's falling apart driving down the highway.
He is a relic of the past.
Is his hand pretty fucked up? Did you guys see him get fully cleated?
Oh, maybe that's why they're benching him too.
They very clearly came out and said this is not injury related.
Oh my god!
No, not just fuck you specifically. Like that was that, you know. Like,
here's the door, bud. Thanks,
yeah, dude.
So if Frank Reich's out, who do you guys want to see coach the Colts?
Dude.
D'Amico Ryan.
That could be D'Amico Ryan. Yeah, that could be the fit.
D'Amico Ryan's there.
Him and Buck get back together. That could be fun.
That would be fun. But please don't take D'Amico.
And that's a defensive minded team.
He's so gone. He's so
hard nose, run the football, give him some toughness.
Yep,
absolutely. Against the Titans, right? That's the Titans' thing is run the football, play defense. So maybe they just need to fucking instead of trying to be a high flying offense in the fucking dome in the closed off stadium, play some fucking defense, dude. They got great players.
That's AFC South football right there.
Oh,
absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, Maddie, round us out for the final dud. Who you got?
I think we already touched on it a little bit, but Tom Brady and the Bucs offense in general just not getting anything going. That was surprisingly the 44th time in Tom Brady's career that he hasn't had a touchdown. But he's also played in 3 million games, so I guess the ratio is not bad. But I was a little bit surprised. He did it twice last year. But just kind of crazy to see Tom not put any tutties on the board. As John alluded, Mike Evans dropped an easy tud. But just kind of weird to see. It's not, I mean, Tom looks fine. It's not like he all of a sudden looks like he's washed and can't.
It's not Matt Ryan.
No, he's not Matt Ryan.
Not at all.
But I bet he is thinking, what the fuck am I doing right now?
Twitter was pretty mean to Tom Brady after that game, dude. That was pretty tough.
Tom, you better thank him for his service, voluntarily going down to Tampa Bay like that, all right? Leaving his family behind, okay? You better thank him.
Do you think this is his least favorite deployment?
It might be.
Probably.
I mean, Honestly, I'll take Afghanistan over Tampa Bay any day. But that just might be me.
All right. Florida's listening. They just tuned out. Now, and we're happy you're gone, you fucking dumb idiots.
I just couldn't help but like imagine, you know, like the photo of after World War II ended and there's like that couple kissing in Times Square.
Mhm.
It's just AJ Brown and Giselle kissing with Tom Brady in the background. Is so sad. So fucking sad.
I was gonna say,
Brown, right?
military
Okay.
the military fucking meme pages have taken it over, and there's pictures of Tom Brady in uniforms everywhere, and it's been
Oh,
very
really?
funny.
Oh,
Yeah.
hell yeah. That's
It's
hilarious.
It's been very funny. So
He apologized, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
he pretty much instantly came out and did it, but you know, it's I just appreciate the memes right now.
Oh,
Thank you
sure.
for
No, I
thank
was just
you for
wondering if
making
he
it.
did.
Yeah,
It-
Yeah.
pretty much right away.
Like,
I mean, you
whoops.
have to at that point.
Well, that
Oh,
was
you want to talk about the military? Oh,
just doubles down.
yeah. I'd respect it almost. I'd respect
Here you go.
it.
I got a verbal meme. It's Matt Damon at the end of Saving Private Ryan, and it's Tom Brady before the season when he's young, Tom Brady after the season when it fades to his old face.
Absolutely.
He said earlier this week, though, or last week, he said no signs of retirement.
Nope.
He has
Like
to. 'cause
Giselle
everyone
left.
expects
I'm balling. I'm playing for the next 5 years.
So you tell him 50, boy.
Wife moved out. Let's go, boys.
Me and Gronk been having fucking the best nights ever, dude. I imagine he lives with Gronk in some ridiculous house in Tampa. Probably not.
I
Who
like
knows?
that visual though.
I like that visual too.
Tommy and Gronky party house.
Alrighty, boys.
Gronk, what
Let's.
did you do? What, Tom? You bought us bunk beds. Where's my bed? Well, now we can hang out all the time.
They just have a beer bong attached to the top of the bunk bed.
Exactly.
Full for a house vibe. That'd be fun. All right, the last game, one of the games that pretty much the only game we have not talked about besides Steelers Dolphins, which was kind of boring. Chiefs 49ers. Tough L for the boys. However, we haven't even talked about this yet. Christian McCaffrey is on the 40 fucking Niners, boys.
Love
Let's
that.
go.
Love
What a
Good
move.
for you guys, dude.
Way to go. Big balls Lynch right there. What a move. I absolutely love it. He looked great. Obviously didn't play that much, but when he did play, looked fantastic. So I'll just ask you guys, what were your takeaways from the game this Sunday?
I like you guys, very excited. I think we all talked about it. It's probably the biggest trade that I've seen as a Niners fan. And getting a guy like CMC, obviously the ceiling is so fucking high with that guy, and he can really make an offense. I mean, become absolutely multifaceted. I don't know. I think we all come back to I don't know. It was a tough game against arguably a Super Bowl contender. I mean, the Chiefs
Easily.
proved that they're the Chiefs very handily. We have arguably a top 5 defense, and they found ways to scheme us up and make us look stupid. It was just a tough defensive game, but Jimmy had a pretty decent game, 303 yards and 2 tuds. He you know, I think as Christian gets more accustomed to the offense, it's a tough playbook to get through. It's a Kyle Shanahan offense. There's a lot of verbiage that you have to understand, and so they were probably running some really base stuff that he just kind of knew, but got to be stoked if you're a
Christian
Niners fan,
McCaffrey's
man.
like, wait, there's actually words in these playbooks? I'm used to just drawings.
Just Madden
I
plays.
agree, man. You can't be too mad at that. I think it makes the Falcons loss a little bit more magnified that you lost to the Chiefs, but they're a juggernaut. Them and the Bills are kind of, and the Eagles. There's like a few teams that are like really, really good. And the Niners, it was a good gut check for them to see like that's not where we're at.
Yep.
Some games defenses just go out the window and you get into a shootout, and the Niners don't have the quarterback for that. Jimmy
Yep.
played well, but he cannot stand toe to toe and go drive for drive with Patrick Mahomes when they're scoring 7 almost every single drive they're on. Like besides the pick, they scored on every drive besides the missed field goal, which they had a chance to. So I mean, they're just a juggernaut. Awesome to see McCaffrey. He reminds me of Debo, the way that he runs.
Yeah.
So I think he won't be as much in that wide back role, and they can use him as a receiver. George Kittle, nice to see him get involved, but they now kind of have to win against the Rams.
Absolutely.
You know how to do that.
Yeah,
They do.
They
They
know how to
do.
do that very well. That was Matt. You kind of
Get
alluded
right.
to
It's a
it.
get right game, actually,
Yeah.
for the Niners.
Yeah.
After the Chiefs, it feels like it.
Well, I think it's more get right after the Falcons. Then you have a Super Bowl contending team come in. It's tough. But I was going to ask, are you guys concerned about the defense at all? Like you said, defense kind of goes out the window in a game like this. Obviously, that team's incredible, but you don't want to give up 44 points ever. So I was going to ask, are you guys concerned about the defense at all?
I'm not. I think Andy is
Consensus.
Yeah.
Andy's great. And he
Yep.
basically, you could tell the game plan was get rid of the fucking ball.
Yeah.
And Nick Bosa didn't have time to get him. How many times did we see Nick rush, ball gets thrown over his head, or the run goes past him and he kind of turns around like, what the fuck? And they
Tell me about
Andy
injuries
Reid's
for
probably the
Niners.
best coach in the NFL right now.
Oh, easily.
And he
Oh, yeah.
outcoached D'Amico Ryans, and that's acceptable.
Totally.
Yep.
It happens.
How did
Yeah.
the injuries go? Did anyone get hurt? Is everyone good? Everyone good after this game?
Debo's got a hammy, but I think he's all right.
Didn't Charvarius Ward go down for a second?
Yeah, but I think he came back.
Oh, okay.
Demo went down, but I think he's okay. Nothing catastrophic.
Yeah.
Great
Not
job.
bad.
Great
Not
job.
bad.
Great job. That's a win in my book for you
That
guys.
is a win.
Yeah. Seriously.
Dude, Jesus Christ.
I was
Yeah,
gonna say, no, go ahead, Colby.
I was going to say, anytime just looking at the stat line, I mean, the Chiefs were Travis Kelce was 2 yards away from the Chiefs having 300-yard receivers. So tough day going against Patrick Mahomes and the receiving core for the Chiefs.
You,
I
you
mean,
went up
those-
against McCole Hardman, one of the greatest running backs of all time.
Dude,
Three
what
touchdowns.
was that? That was insane. 2 rushes, 2 touchdowns for McCole Hardman.
Been talking
and a
about
receiving
Odell
touchdown.
getting traded there and replacing McCole Hardman.
Yeah, exactly. McCole Hardman has done exactly jack shit all season. So
Yeah.
it's never gonna happen again.
As an
Yeah.
absolute fuck you to the Chiefs, the Niners dropped Tevin Coleman to pick up OBJ just because they wanted to see the Chiefs suffer a little more. Fuck you
Hell
guys.
yeah. Let's go. Let's
OBJ was
fucking
on
go.
OBJ was on the Niners, dude. That's pretty crowded.
You know who
wide
else
receiver
looked pretty
room.
That's
nice
too
is
crowded.
well, 2 people. Isaiah Pacheco looking nice on those returns, and then
Yep.
Jerick McKinnon a couple nice runs too. A little revenge
Yeah.
game.
Yep.
We've had the Dante Pettis revenge game. A little bit of Jerick McKinnon revenge.
Good to
Yeah.
see him playing, though.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Kevin made a comment. He said Troy Polamalu made 783 tackles in his career. Hufunga missed 784 tackles this game.
He had a good
defense
pick.
was tough. He did have a great pick. That pick was sick. But
I still hold fast that Hufunga is going to be one of those guys. He's an absolute game changer, and he's going to just continually
He is.
get better.
He just needs to learn to wrap up, to Kevin's point. He
Hey.
does not wrap up.
No,
He's 100% going for the boomstick.
Yeah.
which
Every
I
time.
respect,
Which I
but
love,
also,
yeah.
also like you said, if you're in that one-on-one, like you need to wrap up. I respect the hit stick; it looks cooler, but you got to wrap up.
Yeah. First guy wraps.
Absolutely.
Everyone knows.
there we go.
And-
All right. I'll go for
Yeah.
it.
No, that was the thing. I was just the front seven for our defense is what we rely on, and like we alluded to, can't get pressure if you're scheming to get the ball out super fast, run a bunch of really sneaky screens. So we just got out schemed. I'll take the L. These guys are probably going to be playing late into the season, so
You know that
Absolutely.
thing that Mahomes does, the little when he the little run he does.
Yeah.
Back to Kevin's question about who would I take, Allen or Mahomes, if I was starting a franchise, I would take Allen just because Mahomes does that.
I
Well,
was
you
gonna
gotta get
say,
down to
That's
it,
the
right?
1950s bunny rabbit dance. Like, what the fuck?
He does that little weird, I don't know. It's like, we get it, dude. We get it.
You
And
can
then
see
his
it.
brother is in the picture, just the whole thing.
yeah. Give me Allen.
Give me Allen. The
I take
racist
my-
tweets get older every year.
I'll take
Dude, Allen's a
Mahomes.
California
Oh,
guy, dude, man. Yeah.
I love Josh Allen, but I'd take Mahomes just because, I mean, he's granted the team he has around him has brought him to the Super Bowl a few times, but he's already got jewelry. That's why I would take Mahomes.
True.
All right. Well, speaking of wrapping up, that's the transition I was going to make earlier. Anything that you guys have before we wrap up this episode?
Aaron
No.
Judge to the Giants, baby.
Let's
Yeah,
go.
there we
That's
go.
why I'm wearing the Giant shirt, baby.
$1
Let's
zillion.
go.
Let's do it.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Whatever it takes.
Boys, don't worry about it. The Sharks are still terrible, so there you go.
All
There's
right.
that for
Fair.
ya.
Hey, Kings are terrible too,
very
but I'm right there with you.
0-3, baby. Yeah.
0-3.
Chase
Let's
Edmonds
go.
is still terrible.
Yep.
7 attempts for 17 yards.
Yeah, I've dropped him in every league I have now. He's gone. I'm moving on.
Cashing him in Dynasty.
Dynasty, that's the only place it's really, I think, even worth it to think about him anymore.
One thing I want to plug real quick, and I'll probably plug it next episode. I think Tom and I might do a little secret fun stream tomorrow night, Wednesday night. We're gonna do a little Kings talk. We haven't talked basketball really all season, so the two of us are gonna hop on, talk a little Kings basketball. So if you're a Kings fan, hop on and join us. Probably make it quick, easy, low key, very chill vibes. So join us for that tomorrow night. If you're here in the chat or if you're listening to us on the podcast, catch us then. And for this episode, we are done. So thank you guys so much for joining us. As always, give us follows on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Twitch. Come check out all of our stuff. We love you guys. We appreciate you. Pick'ems in hot sauce if you're here with us live, coming up next. Thank you. Love you guys.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
This is the chat hour where you hang out with us and nobody else is going to ever know about it. So say anything that
Never
you want.
happened. Pumpernickel.
There's no rules.
There's
Put your
no
shirt back on.
rules. There's no rules.
There's one rule.
Yeah, there's a few rules actually on Twitch. Okay, I'm gonna get a beer, use the restroom and stuff, and I'll be right back. Do you guys? I'm gonna throw on some music. Unless John, do you want to hang out with chat, or do you want me to throw some music on and?
Oh, I'm just chilling right now. I'll chill and monitor these hooligans in the chat.
Knuckleheads in the chat. All right, deal. I'll be right back.
What's up, Brobin? What are you up to on this night? I appreciate you catching that setup too. I really thought about it, Kevin. That interception for DeAndre Hopkins. Really put some time into that one, so I appreciate you. Oh, what are we up to, chat? What do we want to talk about? What do we want to talk about? Oh God, he's back. Fuck.
Oh boy. Oh boy. What are we talking about?
I was just thanking Kevin for appreciating my setup with that DeAndre Hopkins interception of Kyler Murray going to beat the shit out of Cliff Kingsbury. So I was just telling Kevin I appreciate him.
It's pretty good.
Just showing some love where it's deserved. Producer Kevin, keeping us employed. How about you, Maddie? What have you been up to?
Just a lot of traveling, man.
Yeah,
Cali for a while, then went hunting up near Tahoe last weekend, came back. It's all traveled out. Your team no sleep right now, right? What's going on?
Just a bad night of sleep, honestly. Neither here nor there. I was on the golf course yesterday for the first time, first time this season, which was fun. And I don't know if you know the difference between a regular course and an executive course, because I sure didn't. But
Nope.
there's a difference.
Like one of them I definitely don't belong on, though.
Which is what I felt like when they said we were going to an executive course. But then you get there and it's literally just a bunch of par threes and a couple par fours sprinkled in there. Just a bunch of fun, like little iron work. It was actually really sick. The course is a lot of fun. A lot of up and down, which was really sick. A lot of gaps. There was a cool water feature that was a lot of fun.
That's cool.
It's definitely not one that you could bust the driver out.
That's everyone loves the driver.
But you might be able to. I mean, there was one. What was it? It was like a 388 par 4. So you can get out there and hit the boomstick a little bit.
Yeah.
But
how did you play? So it sounds like if I'm reading between the lines, you played so badly that it kept you up all night.
Yes, actually, I had nightmares about my egregious play.
That's tough.
Sent like at least 4 people to the hospital. It was just bad. It was just not good.
The old after it hits him in the head. 4.
Yep. Oh, 4.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, 4. I didn't see you. No, it was good, man.
Excuse me.
The old classic.
The old classic. Don't know what to say.
Excuse me. That's a good one. I'm gonna start using that one more. Yeah. Excuse me.
That's
is the
the
right
throwback right there.
Dude, I played okay. I actually parred one a hole. So it was not bad. Again, these are all irons, so it's not like I'm not out there doing a whole bunch, but
Anytime
fun,
you can
man.
par one, it feels good, man.
hey, and you're just
Keep me
slamming
coming
Coors
back.
Lights. Huh?
That's what keeps you coming back. But yeah, it's
True.
slamming the Coors Lights.
I mean,
Good time, too.
golf is all about drinking, so that's
Yeah.
all it's really about.
Of course. Oh, actually, speaking of pounding Coors Lights, I just got my Icon Pass in the mail.
Ooh, holy
So-
shit!
I know we're on the air, but ski trip?
Oh man, sign me up. I'm fucking
go.
in,
You pound them in the parking lot.
dude. Have to. You have to at least get a couple
Put a couple in the pocket.
and just get up there on the hill. The one
Yep.
for the lift. You got to have that first one on the lift.
Yep, absolutely.
And that sets the tone for the rest of the day. Hopefully you're on a nice, I mean, what's your ideal conditions? What do you like to go up to the hill in?
Well, if you can, you get a nice bluebird day. So like a nice storm and then it's sunny the next day. Hopefully on a weekday.
Yeah, so
It'll still be crowded because everyone just ditches work on bluebird days. But
Smart.
and like on busy weekends, you can get 20,000 skiers up in those canyons. So
Choo!
try to go on like a Wednesday. But yeah, that first chair beer.
Oh, it hits.
Oh, and then that third chair fireball shot.
Oh.
You pack the little minis on your chest,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
Gotta have them.
Yeah, dude, I'm full in. Yeah, fucking
Unlocked,
there he
yes,
is.
sir.
Let's
Ski
get Drew
trip.
in, dude. Let's do
Let's
it.
go. Let's
Absolutely.
go.
That's what I'm talking
Matt,
about.
I got to talk to you a little bit more about this offline, but I'm doing a family trip. I don't think we're flying into Salt Lake. I don't know where we're going. It's a surprise, but we've been told to book flights into Salt Lake in late January. So maybe Camille and I can like take an early flight and hang out with you for the day, and then they'll come
do
pick
it.
us up at night or something.
Yeah. Like I said, just got the Icon.
Ooh, let's go.
If you want to do a little ripping one day too.
Fuck yeah, dude. I assume it's going to be like a ski trip because my dad and his wife love skiing. So I wouldn't doubt that it's going to be a ski trip somewhere.
I want to get out to Palisades too.
Dude, you got a place to stay. Let's make it happen.
Let's do it.
I was
Holy
gonna say I gotta
breaking
check
news on the
into
Kings front.
Oh, what?
Keegan Murray was wearing the black practice jersey that all the starters are wearing today.
I saw that today. Yeah. So yeah, I think he's going to start. The only thing that sucks is HB was wearing it as well.
Yeah, we'll get into that, but yeah.
I think it needs to be Monk. We need HB to come off the bench for the second unit, but we'll talk about that tomorrow.
Robin's holding down the lodge, so we got a crew.
We got a spot.
We got
Absolute.
got a crew. Let's do it.
I was gonna say I'm checking into the DoD has a like deal for something similar to the Icon Pass, but it's for veterans that allows them to do all that. But essentially, it's the same thing for veterans. And I just need to check into that because then, fuck, dude.
I got a couple extra rooms. My bed can fit like me, not comfortably, but like 3 dudes.
Matt, how many times did I pass out on that couch, dude?
It's a very pass-outable couch.
Dude, it's very pass-outable.
Yeah.
Especially after 7 bottles of wine. It's very pass-outable.
Who's counting?
Yeah, wow.
Jesus. That'll
when you
put
get
a fucking moose to sleep, dude.
Yeah, when
Holy
you get-
shit.
when you get 2 McCanns and a Furness in the house, nothing is safe.
Yeah.
All
There
the
you
alcohol
go.
gets drank.
Kevin said he's down
Cans
to
and a
hold down the
furnace? What are we
lodge,
talking
but I'll
about?
be there. Let's go, boys. Alrighty, lads, we ready for the second half?
I guess so.
Matt, yeah, you ready, Matty?
I'm ready.
I gotta
Let's
pull
go
up.
live.
Hold on, I gotta pull up
Let's
the
go
ad.
live and get
I mean,
it fucking over with.
we're still live. We just gotta kick it off. I gotta get the ad pulled back up.
Excuse me.
Second episode live.
You know.
I made a bet
matters.
for
Are you?
Thursday night, boys. You want to hear my bet
Let's
for
hear it.
Thursday night? I'm taking Tampa Bay money line over the Ravens, and I'm taking the
Ooh.
over 45 points. I'm taking the over.
Okay, I
We're
like
riding
it.
together on a Tom Brady revenge game.
Yeah, I think so.
Are you gonna pick them? You think as well?
No, I didn't. I had the Ravens picked. Oh, okay. Am I gonna be on an island?
Dude, you always bet against your picks, I feel like, or like vice versa. Yeah.
I've been playing a lot of spreads. That's
Yeah,
do
that's
a lot
what
of
you gotta
coverage,
do.
you
It's
know?
what you gotta do. It's what you gotta do. All right, let's do it, boys.
right.
Let me get. Hold on, I gotta copy and paste one thing.
It's in Tampa. Maybe I'm changing my vote right now, dude. Ravens look like shit.
They do. Tom Brady won't look like shit forever.
Neither will
No.
Lamar.
I'm changing it because I'm placing a bet.
Good counterpoint.
Switched it.
I agree.
This
There you go.
product.
I go.
Are you a Game of Thrones fan? Are you sad that House of the Dragon has come to an end? Were you upset when you had to wait 2 years between each Harry Potter movie just to find out what your favorite wizard was up to? If so, then oh boy, do I have an offer for you. Our product is the truest form of media delivery. We streamline the process for media retention. When you're done with our product, you'll never go back to your old ways. What is this miracle product, you ask? It's books. That's right, you fucking idiot. Books. Try reading one sometime, you Neanderthal fuck. Try books today and get ahead of the story your friends have to wait years to watch on a streaming service. A streaming service they pay month after month waiting for their favorite show to come out with the new season. By the time they're caught up on their TV show, you'll already be reading the next great book that will inevitably turn into a TV show. The days of somebody spoiling your story are over. Try books today and you'll receive this one-time offer. This offer is knowledge. That's right. By reading books today, you might actually become smarter, because your mother and everybody else knows that you are dumber than a bag of hammers. Books are not responsible for your nearsighted eyes, bullying, pompous attitude, your friends beating you up when you eventually spoil their favorite show, or any of the STDs that you're going to receive from all the tail you're going to get from being a 200 IQ bookworm. Let me repeat the name of the product for your soft little brain. That's books. B-O-O-K-S. Try reading one today. Fucking dumbass.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the A-Gap Podcast. And now, your host, Colby.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the A-Gap Podcast. Today is Thursday, October 27th, and oh boy, do we have a slate for you this week. It was an interesting week last week. A lot of underdogs, good amount of covers. This week could maybe go the same direction. So, I'm very curious to see how you boys have picked. But without further ado, let's just start it right off and get into the pick'em standings. So, it was a great week. I think everybody did a really good job once again. So kudos to you guys. Well done. We got, I think, over 14 submissions. So way to go, guys.
Nice.
Way to go. Really, really proud of all of you. So we had a 4-way tie for first place this week. These guys went 10-4, and those guys are none other than Gravis Treen. Well done. Connor McCann.
He's my brother.
That's John's brother. I was going to say it for you if you didn't say it. Young Lunk. Way to go,
Ooh.
Young Lunk. Way to pick him. And Yours truly, Colby Shawls, went 10
Wow.
and 4. So thank you. Appreciate it. And then following those guys, we have a 5-way tie for 5th place. So these guys all went 9 and 5. In that group, we have Freeds, well done, Freeds. Chef Swag, well done. Herlihy, well done. Unsolicited Nick Picks, well done. And also congratulations on the wedding. Hopefully you're enjoying your honeymoon in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. And Tom Time in 9 and 5. So Tom, well done. Still high up on the leaderboard. So well done, Tom. Do you have any words for the people?
I don't like hot sauce. So I don't want to eat it.
All right, fair. All right, and in 10th place, or third, however you want to look at it, by himself at 8 and 6 is none other than McCann Do Drums, John McCann. Well done, John. So, if you are once again good at the process of elimination, that leaves one member of the podcast left, and this man is in a 3-way tie for 11th place. It is Matt Furness along with BMAC and A. Russ at 7 and 7. And rounding out the list, we have Spivey Special at 6 and 8. Matt, any words from yourself?
Yeah, fuck the Cleveland Browns. I'm done picking them.
That literally was the deciding pick. For those of you that can't see all the picks, that I think was the only one that I think you had different from John.
I think I've been on an island with them the last few weeks, and I've always lost by 1.
Yikes.
So, I just love hot sauce. So
I love hot sauce.
It's not annoying. I'm not over it.
Your stomach doesn't hurt. It
doesn't hurt at all.
It's fine. All right. While you get that prepared, I'll go over the season standings. So we now have a tie for first place, which I think we had somebody alone at the top last week, but we now have a tie. So tied in first place, we have Freeds, well done, and Tom. So good job, guys. You guys are at 66 and 41 for the season. In third place, solo is Chef Swag at 64 and 43. Fourth place, Herlihy, 63 and 44. Fifth place, John at 62 and 45. Sixth place, myself, Colby at 61 and 46. Seventh place, Connor McCann, 58 and 35. Eighth place, Matt at 57 and 50. Ninth place, Spivey Special at 50 and 41. 10th place, who is moving up the charts after this week, is Young Lunk, rounding out the top 10 at 46 and 29. In 11th, we have B Mac at 36 and 25. 12th, A Russ, 32 and 28. 13th, Gravis Treen, 28 and 17. 14th place, Para, 23 and 25. 15th place, producer Kevin at 22 and 25. 16th, unsolicited Nick Picks at 17 and 11. So still a good winning percentage there, Nick. Keep it going. And that kind of rounds out. We have Will Colligan, E-Fish, and Super Mario down in the bottom 3. E-Fish, unfortunately, didn't get his picks in this week. Come on. We know you're better than that. Get them in every week. That way you guys will be in contention for the season winner with your win percentage. So, what a week. Well done, everybody picking them. Honestly, we only had one person go under 500, so you guys are still doing great. Keep submitting them. And if you want to join into the Pick'em League, check out our Twitter. The link is in our bio. All righty. With that being said, I feel like I always talk so much during that portion. You guys just have to sit there. So any words of wisdom for Matt as he embarks on his third hot sauce journey? Maybe fourth?
Don't keep listening to your heart.
Minimum.
Listen to your head this time, Matt, not your
Listen
heart.
to your heart.
Well, I already made my picks, and there's some questionable ones.
Oh God, he already knows.
You
they're
can change
questionable.
them. You can change them live right here.
Nope.
Just saying.
Nope.
All right.
Any given Sunday.
All righty, baby. Let's
This
go.
can't keep happening.
You
All
can't
right.
keep getting away with it. All right, Matt, on your cue, we will get going with the first pick.
Let's do it. Salud.
Right. Salud. Cheers, boys. Drink them if you got them. All right, starting off the day on Thursday, we have the Ravens heading down to the war-torn country of Tampa Bay. The Bucks are actually going to get 1.5 points at home. The over-under is set at 45.5. Tom, I'll start with you. As always, who do you got?
I originally was taking the Ravens, but I may have placed a little wager on Thursday night, a little comeback. So give me Tom Brady finding a way at home to be the kind of looking a little sorry Ravens right now. So Matt's doing the chicken dance.
Yeah, Matt's doing a little chicken wing dance. I like it.
Go ahead, John.
I am opposite. I think Baltimore's defense has been playing much better. They're going to get after Tom Brady. I think they're going to force a couple turnovers on this one, and I think it's a Lamar Jackson revenge game on Thursday night. So give me Baltimore on the road.
Yeah, I am actually going to piggyback off that. I'm going to be riding with Baltimore as well. I think Lamar is going to air the ball out. Their rushing defense is too damn good for them to just run the ball. So I think it's going to be Mark Andrews' revenge game, Lamar revenge game. I think it, once again, could be close, but I like Baltimore on the road. Matt, who you got?
Man, don't sleep on Tampa Bay's defense. And Tom Brady, Giselle moved out, so he loves being at home now.
Okay.
It's gonna happen eventually. Like Tom Brady revenge game, it's gonna happen. It's inevitable. This is the week. Give me the Bucks.
All right, that right there is an A-gap split, ladies and gentlemen. All right, we are moving on to the next game. Next game, we have the Broncos taking on the Jags in London, isn't it? London game, obviously going to be a home game for the Jags. The Broncos are going to get 3 points on the road. Their money line is going to be plus 120. Over under only 39 in this game. Tom, who you got?
Give me the Jacksonville London Silly Nanny Jaguars. That's what I'm taking. I think it's a home game for them. Denver's real bad right now. So, and they've got good players on the Jags. And I think Trevor Lawrence is going to be good one day. So give me the Jags in London, I believe.
All right, deal. John, who you got?
I'm with Tom. The Broncos are playing the 2Bs, bad and boring football right now. So
Hey.
I'm not about it. Give me Jacksonville in London town, isn't it?
Foggy London town.
Yeah, I smell maybe a sweep coming because I'm riding with Jacksonville as well. Russ is still a little banged up. And I think Russ, like, if he's going to win a game, he probably needs to get out of America to do it. So it could be a chance for them to actually make it happen. But I'm not going to put the hot sauce on the line for it. I'm going to take the safe pick. I'm going with the Jags. Maddie, who you got?
Yeah, I'm taking the Jags too. I like Travis Etienne's RB1. They got some good weapons. Nathaniel, take off your pants and hack it. He's just not cutting it. And, yeah, I like Jacksonville in this one. Let's go.
All right. Well, that's an A-gap sweep, ladies and gentlemen. First one of the night. All right. Yeah, get those brooms going. Get those brooms going, boys. There we go. There we go. All right. Next game, we are going to have the Cardinals taking on the Vikings. The Cardinals are going to get 4 points on the road heading up to Minnesota. The money line that they're going to get is plus 165. Over under is set at 49. Tom, who you got?
I've been picking the Cardinals last couple weeks and it's worked out for me. And so I think that game against the Eagles is them kind of waking up. But I don't know. Vikings at home, off a bye. I just think they're pretty fucking talented. Justin Jefferson can just go off. So I'm going to take the Vikings to get the win at home.
All right.
Yeah, I think the Cardinals might have found something with DeAndre back. Obviously, that's a new dynamic for their offense, but I'm with you. Minnesota off a bye week. I think they'll be ready for him, and give me Minnesota at home.
Deal. You guys, you're saying all the things I like. I'm also going to be taking Minnesota. I think it's a lot closer, though. I think DeAndre Hopkins still has another big game. But yeah, them coming off a bye at home. It's not prime time. Kirk's going to ball. JJ's going to ball. Thielen's going to get involved. Dalvin Cook might even have a hell of a game. This Arizona defense is just 4. I don't think they'll cover 4. No, I think it'll be at least 5. In my professional opinion. What do you think? Are you going to lock it, Tom? You going to lock it or what, dude?
No. I got a couple of locks in here, but it's not that one. That's for sure.
All right, deal. Maddie, who you got?
Yeah, I'm going with Minnesota. I think Arizona's a little bit one-dimensional, even with Nuke back. And Minnesota's just too talented. So
Honestly, the horn might be my new favorite sound over the Panther. Just throwing that out there.
100%.
All right, moving on. Next game.
Wait,
We're heading.
A-gap sweep. A-gap sweep.
A-gap sweep. That is an A-gap sweep. Get the brooms going, boys.
I do 2 brooms at once, and I'll be more efficient.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, 2 brooms in each hand. Way to go. All right, next game we're heading to Jerry World. The Bears are going to be heading into Jerry World. They're going to get 9.5 points on the road. Money line is plus 355 for the Bears, coming off a hot win in Foxborough. Tom, you're moving your hands quite a bit. Over under 42. Who you got?
Well, I'm definitely taking the Cowboys.
All
This
right.
may be one of 2 of my my underdog parlay for the week here. I actually got the Bears when they were plus 10. And I think that scrappy Bears team we saw go in Foxborough and get the win. Obviously a short week, but Dallas Cowboys offense, their defense is ridiculous. But 9.5, 10 points, I think they can cover that. So I'm going to say the Bears are going to cover against the Cowboys at home, and they're maybe making some moves a little bit less shitty than we thought.
There you go. I like that, John.
I disagree. I think the Bears don't have any offensive weapons, and the Cowboys defense has played very, very well at home. And they just blew up another NFC North team, NFC North team last week. Give me Dallas at home.
I think they win by plus 10. You think they?
I think they can.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah, I think the Bears could be a little tired too playing Monday night. This is a big game. They got to travel from Foxborough down to Dallas. Don't get to go home and relax. So for that, I'm going to be taking Dallas as well. Defense is strong. Tired Bears, big performance. So tough to do 2 in a row like that. Matt, who you got?
Yeah, I'll take the Cowboys. You guys made a lot of good points. So good defense.
All right.
Not a huge fan of the Bears offense.
Warm those brooms up, boys. That's another A-gap sweep. All right, moving on to the next game. Keeping it quick and tidy tonight. I love it. I love it. Matt, you're also handling the hot sauce like a champion. You're a pure veteran at this point.
Get used to it.
Yeah, you get milk if you need it. I saw you had some wine. We are now officially past the 3 picks. All right, next game. We have the Raiders heading down to New Orleans to take on the Saints. The Raiders are going to get, the Saints are going to get 2 points at home. Money line is going to be plus 115. Over under is set at 49.5. Tom, who you got?
I'm taking the Raiders. I just think they're finally coming on real strong. So I think the Saints team is going to be giving the Philadelphia Eagles. There's a chance the Eagles will make the playoffs and make a deep run and still get the number 1 overall because the Saints team has been looking bad. Give me the Raiders. Wait, excuse me. Give me
There we go. There it is. John, who you like?
Yeah, for all the reasons Tom said, I think the Raiders are starting to hit a little bit of a stride, so I think they can get it done on the road. A lot of question marks for New Orleans right now. So give me the Raiders.
There it is.
You know, boys, say less. The Raiders for me as well. Also, I'm gonna hammer that -2 line. That is way too low. Way too low.
I like that, dude.
Joe Mama in the chat also likes the Raiders. Matt, are you gonna disappoint our buddy Joe Mama or what?
Of course not. I'm taking the Raiders.
Let's go, baby. That's another A-gap sweep. Get the brooms going,
Swab
boys.
the
All right. Next game, we have the Dolphins. Oh, you better be sweating with that hot sauce. If you're not sweating, there's something wrong with you there. All right, next game, we have the Dolphins taking on the Lions in the Motor City. The Lions are going to get 3 points at home. Their money line is going to be plus 145, and the over-under is set at 52. Tom, tell me why you might like the Lions. Oh, okay.
Matt, go ahead. Matt, go ahead.
Talk to us about the Finns, Matty.
Oh, yeah, Tua's back. That's all you need to know.
Yep.
Tua's back. They got weapons. Mosterati is firing on all cylinders. Chase Edmonds sucks, but we don't need to talk about that. Tyreek Hill, absolute juggernaut. And Detroit's just not very good. They had. I'm very disappointed in Detroit.
Sucks.
Really wanted them
We
to
all
be
are.
better.
Yeah.
We all are. Yeah, give me the Miami Dolphins. Fins up, baby.
All right. Tom?
Give me the Dolphins as well. I've loved rooting for the Lions and picking them, but I just don't see it. This team is like they're injured. Their offense seems all over the place. Jared Goff seems super inconsistent. The defense can't stop anyone. I don't know. I got to take the Dolphins. Fins up.
John?
He went from Goff to Goof real quick.
I like
Hey,
that.
nice, good
I
one.
like that.
And they don't have a good defense, man. They're still the worst defense in the league. Yeah, gotta go Miami on this one. Fins up, baby.
Yeah, it's tough.
Prove us wrong.
You got
Prove us wrong,
Goff.
Lions,
You got
you know?
Amon-Ra St. Brown, hopefully coming off concussion protocol. You got DeAndre Swift, hopefully coming back from injury.
Probably.
But yeah, it's not enough. I'm also gonna go fins up. We got a lot of A-gap sweeps going on tonight. Get the brooms ready. All right. All right. After that, we are gonna move on down to the Big Apple.
Like that.
Moving on to the Big Apple boys. We have the Patriots taking on the Jets. Jets are gonna get 1.5 at home. Money line plus 110. Over under is 40.5. Tom, why are you looking like that?
Dude, because I made these picks before Monday. So, you know what? I'm not changing it now because we've been doing too many sweeps anyway. Give me the Pats to bounce back and beat the Jets at home, even though after last night I feel way less confident about it. But give me the Pats. They are the favorite.
Bold pick. I love that, Tom. Let's go. John?
I'm high on this Jets team, man. I do believe that the Patriots will come in at least defensively sound and ready to get after this Jets team, but I'm just high on them right now, man. Give me the Jets back at home.
Let's go. I'm riding with you, baby. Jets all day. I love Zach Wilson. Obviously, Breece Hall being out sucks, but you got James Robinson as a backup plan. I think they'll be just fine. But I do think the Patriots are going to force him to throw the ball this game. And that's kind of what happened with Fields, right? They wanted Fields to throw the ball, and it ended up working out for the Bears. Fields had a great game. I think this could be a big Zach Wilson game potentially. That could be a freezing cold take, but I'm going to go out on a limb and say that he has a big game and the Jets get it handled at home. Matt, who you got?
Jets.
Jets.
Yeah, love their corners,
man.
love their linebackers, like their safeties, like the offensive weapons. Jets are a wagon, baby. Let's go.
All right. Tom's on an island for maybe the first time
boy.
ever.
No, dude, I've been an island boy when y'all three were wrong all the time.
That is actually true. That is very true. Yeah, you have been the smart one multiple times. So island boy for Tom. All right, next we are heading down to Philly, baby. We got the Steelers taking on the Birds. Steelers are going to get 10.5 points on the road. Money line is plus 390. Over under is set at 43. Tom, talk to me about the Birds.
Coming off a bye, feeling great. Everyone's healthy. Hopefully Lane Johnson might play. I just don't see how they don't just demolish them. I love them even taking the 10 here. Kenny Pickett threw a lot of picks. Wait till he goes against this Eagles defense off of a rest week. It could be a bloodbath. Even though there'll probably be a lot of Steelers fans there, I assume, but the Eagles fans are going to shout very, very, very loud at them.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah, the Eagles fans
specifically.
Yeah, well, the Steelers fans will show up like, "Oh, division rivalry," and then
we travel well. Yeah,
no, not in Philly.
No,
not in Philly.
Not in this dojo.
They
All
with
right.
Santa.
Give me Philly. There's nothing else to be said. Nothing else to be said. Tom hit it. You can't pick Pittsburgh against Philly. You can't.
Yeah, I can't do it either. I'm a big cheesesteak guy as well, so I'm going Philly. Maddie?
Yeah, go Birds.
All right. You know the drill, boys. Get them ready. We're cleaning the floor with the sweep. All right.
Smack the shit out of something.
That game wraps up the first slate. So we're heading into the second slate.
More about rhythm than fucking power.
Hey, you know, sometimes rhythm is what you need. Power is a little bit too much sometimes. You gotta have a nice finesse sweep. All right, moving on. We have the Titans taking on the Texans in Houston. The Texans are going to get 2 points at home. The money line is plus 110 for them. Over under is set at 40.5. Tom, who do you got?
Titans. Absolutely
Oh,
Titans.
yeah.
Absolutely. I just don't see how it doesn't work out that way. They beat them many times before. I don't see any reason to not pick them. So, yeah, give me the Titans.
Yeah, Davis Mills had a good game. Damian Pierce continues to have good games, but this Texans defense is a little suspect, and especially against the run. And just so happens that Tennessee has Derrick Henry. So I'm going to take Tennessee to run the ball all day.
Yeah, I think that's the safe pick here. I'm going Tennessee as well. It's like I want to root for Houston, especially after John, you got us all razzed up on him. But
imagine picking them
Tennessee
to win the division.
Hey, you weren't alone. I saw some other guys that ran some analytics and said that it was going to be Houston. But
I mean, and Colts and Jags have been really bad, so it's not like you're that far off there. It's just the Titans are still the Titans.
Didn't we do a Houston Texans schedule poll?
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did.
I think we said they were going to get like 10 wins. I think maybe eight at least. Yeah. Yeah. That's the way she goes. Well, Matt, who you got?
Yeah, I got the Titans in this one. Tannehill's been pretty efficient. Derrick Henry's running the shit out of the ball. I still don't know who. If they're down multiple scores, I don't know who they're going to throw to, but they're not going to have to worry about that in this one. So give me the Titans.
All right, boys. That's another A-gap sweep. Well, they're raking them in. I'm glad I had the graphic ready for the stream this week because we got quite a few.
I know. I'm trying to figure out which one we split on because those are the only games that matter.
Yeah, exactly. Those are the only ones that matter. We'll go back and we'll take a look at it. And I want to talk maybe a little betting after we get through all the picks real quick, too. All right, next game. We got the Giants.
I think we missed an early slate.
Oh.
Panthers and Falcons.
We did not talk about Panthers Falcons. Excuse me. Rewind the tape. All right. So now we're talking about Panthers Falcons heading down into hot Atlanta. The Panthers are going to get 4.5 on the road. Money line is plus 185. Over under is 42. Tom, your face just lit up when I said that.
So this is the other leg of my underdog parlay for the week. Is the Panthers are going to cover. I got them at 6.5. I'm fucking shocked to see them at 4.5.
Wow.
Yeah, feeling good, feeling great. I'm still obviously going to be taking the Falcons. I think the Panthers offense that was the best game they've ever played. And I will say this on this second podcast. Another podcast said that all the Panthers players are playing so hard because they want to get traded too. And that's the only reason they played well. I love that take. Yeah. That take's hilarious. Yeah. But yeah, give me the Falcons. I think they're still going to win. They're going to bounce back against an inferior team. But I wouldn't be shocked they cover.
All right. John?
Yeah, I think that post shakeup injection of just, go play, have fun, backyard football, I think that wears out on this game. Falcons, I believe, have more tools and they can go and get a win at home too. So give me Atlanta.
Yeah, I got Atlanta as well. We'll go for it.
I just want to see a prop. I want to do a prop of like Pitts and Drake London touchdown reception. I want to see that's probably great odds. And I feel like you never know, dude. You never fucking know.
This is the game. This is the game where maybe both of them could get in the end zone. Because I was going to say, I think this could be a big Mariota game. I think this is another game where he's super high efficient, doesn't throw too many picks, and they take care of the ball, and they find a way to run the ball. It could be another big Algier game as well. So I'm taking Atlanta.
Just for clarification, what is a big Mariota game?
So in my opinion, a big Mariota game would be
15 for 20.
19 of 25.
189 yards.
Yeah, 19 of 25 for 210 yards, 2 touchdowns. And like 60 yards rushing. That's a big Mariota game, in my opinion. Yeah, sure. Yeah. Which is basically what he did.
Almost as good as people think you're talking like a Pat Mahomes game.
No. I don't think
445.
If I could take a prop that he won't pass 300 yards receiving this season, I would take it. All right, Matt, who you got?
That's good. I like brutal.
Right? It's true. I don't think he has all year.
And I'm taking the Falcons. I think this is a really great matchup for them. Tough defense. Run the ball, like you said, just an efficient Mariota game. I got him at like under 200 passing yards. I think they'll win the game.
Deal. Perfect. It's another sweep, boys. Sweep them floors. All right. Next, we are moving on. Now we're going to go to Seattle. Back to the second slate. We have the Giants taking on the Seahawks. The Giants are getting 3 points on the road here, plus 130. Over-under is at 45. I assume Vegas thinks maybe the 12th man is going to be a big factor here. So, Tom, who you got?
This is we've all seen the slate. This is one of those games that's actually fucking a tough one to pick here.
Yep.
I'm going to go with Seattle. They're at home.
Ooh.
Great. I also think the Giants are a little bit fraudy, and we don't know yet. I think they haven't really been tested that hard yet. And I don't want to say it too loud because they're 6-1, but I think this first place Seattle team that's been just hitting on all cylinders is going to be very prepared for a home game. And the Giants are probably going to force Danny Dimes to throw the ball. And I doubt he does well.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. And the 12th man does make the difference. Seattle plays really, really well at home. I think, like Tom said, there's a little bit of a farce to this 6-1 Giants team right now, but good test on the road. But I'm taking Seattle at home.
Wow. All right. You know what? Full disclosure, I was going to pick Seattle, but
You mean Island?
I'm going to switch. Yeah, I'm going to go
Yeah, this is the
Giants.
game, dude.
I'm going to support the Giants here. It seems like a safe switch in my opinion. But yeah, if they're frauds and they lose this game, I'm okay putting myself out there. I'm a big Dable guy, dude. He was fucking smoking the stogie after the game in Jacksonville. That was fucking
Very cool.
awesome. So yeah, just big swagger team. Love what they're doing on the offensive side of the ball. It's very fun, very creative. I talked about that last week, but yeah, I'll take the Giants on a little switch up. Who you got, Matt?
Taking the Hawks. I think the 12s are going to be back out in full force now that they're kind of good because they're fair weather and none of their fans were even there before 2011, 2012. So I think they'll be out. I'm a little bit worried about DK Metcalf's injury.
Yeah.
So I don't know if he's going to play. It feels like, gun to my head, he won't. But I like how Geno's playing. I feel like they're firing on all cylinders. And I agree with Tom. I think Giants are a little bit fraudy, but I think it's going to be just a little bit. They did beat the Packers, though.
They did beat the Packers.
But yeah, I think it'll be a close
So
game,
the
but give me the
Commanders.
Hawks. That's true.
Yeah.
Aaron
All right.
Rodgers.
Well,
Aaron Rodgers.
All right. Well, this week I'm an island boy for the Giants. All right.
Boy.
All right, boys. Next game on the slate, a very important game. We have the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Los Angeles Rams in SoFi Stadium, aka Levi Stadium South. The Rams are going to get 1.5 points at home. Money line is plus 105. Over under 43.5. Tom, who you got?
Maybe it's just because I traded half of my fantasy assets this week for Niners players, but I'm taking the fucking Niners, baby. Let's fucking go. They love playing in SoFi, baby. They love playing the Rams. This is it. This is a get-right game of get-right games, I believe.
Let's fucking go. John, tell me about him.
You already know. You already know. And this is just another week that CMC has to get comfortable with the offense. So we're going to hopefully see some more progression out of him. Yeah, give me the Niners, man. Defense is going to be a little pissed off that they got ran over last week. So I'm looking for them to come out hot.
Yeah, it's an ultimate get-right game, Tom. Like Tom said, I'm obviously taking the Niners here. Obviously, my pick last week did not will them to victory, unfortunately. So I'm back-to-back in my boys. I'm going with the Niners. Fuck the Rams. Same ass, sorry ass Rams.
It did will you away from eating hot sauce though.
It
so
did,
that's nice.
yeah, it did. But you know, I was top of the board. I think one game wouldn't have got me eating hot sauce. May say
true.
that
That's
as well.
True. Good point.
Thank you, Maddie. Tell me about your boys.
Yeah, I mean, Niners love playing the Rams, except for in the NFC Championship game. Kyle owns McVay, and I think it was a big victory pulling CMC away from the Rams. The Rams were in a bidding war. They lost. They're losing Cam Akers. I don't know what's going on in that situation, but just saw a really good quote from McVay when he was talking about the trade to CMC, because they basically got in a bidding war with the Rams. So McVay told reporters on Monday, you thought, oh shit, they're getting another great player? As a competitor, you say, hey, they got him. We got to move forward accordingly, and it just so happens that they're on the schedule this week. But I don't think it's going to be enough to, I think they're pissed that they lost the bidding war, but I think the Niners are more pissed that they lost to the Chiefs and got lost to the Falcons. So
what's
Get
CMC?
right
What are we
game.
thinking?
SoFi South. Let's go Niners. Let's go.
Let's go.
Tom, what were you asking?
I was asking what's CMC? Are we thinking multiple touchdowns? We thinking some over 50 yards receiving, over 50 yards rushing? Like what's anyone's gut on the second game where he's gotten a little bit more familiarity with those?
62 total yards in his first game in limited action. Give me 100 total yards.
Yeah, that's it. I was gonna say 50 rushing, 50 receiving, and 1 receiving tutty.
Receiving, I was gonna say, is it receiving, not rushing?
Yep, I'm gonna go receiving tutty.
Yeah, I like it.
I like it
All
a
right.
lot.
Fuck yeah. All right,
money on
boys. Let's go Niners. That's an A-gap sweep. Let me hit the graphic real quick before we move on. Let's go. All All right, next game. We have final game of the second slate. We have the Commanders taking on the Colts in Indianapolis. The Commanders are going to get +3 on the road. Money line is +130. Over under is set at 40. So low, two relatively bad offensive teams. You got a backup quarterback who is now the new starter. You got two backup quarterbacks essentially starting this game. Might be a fun one to pick. Tom, who you got?
God damn it, give me the Heine. Hand me a Heine, baby. I'm taking the Commanders. I think this Colts team does not know what the fuck's going on, man. And I think weird ownership and decisions from the coaching staff and all this stuff is adding up. And I just get a little concerned. The Commanders went out and played their best game of the season. So two teams going in different directions, I think, right now. Give me the Commanders. Find a way. Close game. Probably low scoring. I don't know if I take the under at 40, but yeah. Give me the Commanders.
Yeah, drunk on Heineke's. I'm right there with you, Tom. So I'm gonna take the Commanders against an Indianapolis team that just has a bunch of question marks right now.
Yeah, I want to switch up my pick again, but I'm not going to. I'm sticking with the Commanders. We're going with Scary Terry. We're going with Gibson. I think, yeah, you guys said it all. Colts don't know what the fuck they're doing. I do not trust Cody Bellinger to come out and have a great performance. That's a little callback. There you go. If you listen to the last episode. So yeah, I'm going Commanders all the way here, even on the road. +3. Why not? Hammer it. Have some fun. Maddie?
You guys were sweeping again. Yeah, I'm taking the Commanders. It feels like Ron Rivera's little rally cry, even though I think he grabbed Carson Wentz's hand and smashed it with a mallet after that game. I'm convinced.
Godfather shit, dude.
He threw him under the bus, and then he did like this whole backtrack weird, like, I'm looking for the maniac that was talking shit about Carson Wentz. And he used it as like a rallying cry. Now they've got this like us against the world mentality, which Indy might have a little bit, but I think Ron Rivera is like a battle-tested coach versus Frank Reich, who seems a little bit softer.
It's the hot seat bowl for sure. Then this
it is the hot seat bowl.
Yeah.
That's a great call. Great call.
I just now I'm seeing Tim Robinson in the hot dog suit, but it's got a Commander's logo on it. Like, who's talking shit about Carson Wentz? Like, come on, who could have done this?
And then you flash to Carson Wentz wearing all the different outfits that guy wears. Yeah. He's got his hot dog outfit.
Oh, it'd be perfect. All right, boys. That's it for the first and second slate. So that means it's time for prime time. Hit it with me, boys. Oh, Sunday night. Oh, Sunday night. Sunday night football. We have the Green Bay Packers heading down to Buffalo to take on the wagon Buffalo Bills. Packers are getting 11 points on the road. Wow. The money line is +400. Over under is set at 47.5. Tom, tell me about that spread.
Maybe I need to make it a 3-leg parlay and throw the fucking Packers for my underdog. That shit's fucking ridiculous.
It's embarrassing. Points. It's embarrassing.
I don't know if the fucking Packers get the fucking doors blown off, right? Like they're supposed to be good. I'm definitely taking the Bills. Obviously, I think we all probably are here, but I just don't know if they can pull off the 11 points. That might be a sneaky move. I don't know. We'll see. What's the over under at 47?
47.5.
Maybe a little shootout. Aaron Rodgers, fucking young Bush versus old Bush. He just feels like he's got to get it going, and maybe we get a little bit of a shootout. Maybe. But yeah,
maybe. I think Buffalo's defense is gonna rein good old Aaron Rodgers in there. And again, he's already made comments about his young rookie receivers, and I think the wheels are slowly falling off over in Green Bay right now. So I will take the Bills. We're circling the wagons.
Yeah, I'll also be taking the Bills here. The 11 points is like kind of enticing, but seems like a bit of a trap still. I mean, the Buffalo has the number one scoring defense, and I actually probably, after the Chiefs game, probably has the number one defense rated in multiple categories, because I know that they were second to the Niners in passing and rushing, but after that last game, they were on the bye. I wouldn't expect that the Bills have now statistically the best defense in the league. So I'm taking Buffalo for that reason. Plus 11 could be fun, but I'm not going to endorse it as a lock. Matt, who you got?
We'll see.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. I think this is not a get-right game for the Packers.
No.
They need one, but this is not the week that it's going to happen.
Say
Buffalo's got too good of a defense. It's just, I don't know. I really am intrigued at touching the spread, but I just can't endorse it like Colby said. So, yeah, give me the Bills.
All right, that's
Circling the wagons.
another sweep for the boys. Get those brooms ready. All right, last game.
You good, Matt?
Yeah, it's got like one of those, you swallow it a little bit and just back the spice.
Oh yeah, a little hot sauce regurgitation there. That's how it's gonna go.
Spicy.
Spicy. Yes, Mighty Mouse. Wrong time to come in. Packers are gonna get their ass kicked this weekend. Sorry. All right,
Should have heard it earlier.
boys. Here we go. Monday night. That timing was so bad.
No,
That's Sunday night, buddy.
That's
But
Big
that
Bro
was
fucking
close.
feeling
up.
Carrie Underwood. Feeling
We
Carrie
did
Underwood.
it in person 1 week.
Right?
Now we're all fucked up.
We're
on
all
our
out of
show,
sync.
dude.
We're like
all out of
trying to
sync,
find a
dude.
way, but it's hard. We should just dub in the one we did all together and just replay it
Play it.
every single
Yeah,
time.
exactly.
Yeah.
Not
All
a bad
right,
idea.
Monday Night Football. We have the Bengals taking on the Browns in Cleveland. The Browns are getting 3.5 points at home. Money line is plus 150. Over under is 47. Tom, who do you got?
I've recently had good success with Browns covering, not Browns winning. That's for sure. Browns covering. I don't even think they can pull that one off here. I think this is Bengals by 1,000,000. They're fucking so hot right now. It's division rivals. I know it's in Cleveland. It's probably gonna be cold and windy, but I just don't. I just see the Bengals they are just moving, baby. Go Burr so hard. Give me the Bengals.
Go Burr. John?
Yeah, absolutely. Zeke agrees too. We're big Burrow fans over here, so I think that we're just gonna have to stick with the Bengals this week. Ain't that right, Zeke?
Oh,
Yeah,
good
he
boy,
agrees.
Zeke. Yeah, I mean, I don't really see a reason to pick the Browns here besides maybe the fact they're at home. Other than that, Kareem Hunt's kind of like they're shopping him around the league. There's kind of some uncertainty going on there. So if it's just Chubb, Cincinnati might really be able to focus on the run game and force Brissett to pass the ball, which can go well. But once again, as we talked about last episode, if you get stuck in a shootout, Brissett is not going to win you that game against Joey Burrow. So I'm taking
No
the
way.
Bengals all day. Maddie, who you got?
Yeah, I've taken Cleveland several weeks in a row, and it just hasn't worked out for me. I watch all their games. Jacoby Brissett has a big arm, but he's very conservative. He loves dumping it off. They have the best running back in football. I'm convinced of that, Nick Chubb. And then Kareem Hunt, great compliment. But Cade York misses the big kicks.
Yep.
And Cleveland always finds a way to shoot themselves in the foot. It's just kind of what they do. But that said, Bengals are an absolute wagon right now. I love the spread too. I would take Bengals and I would hammer that spread.
Yep.
So I
Minus
think they're
3
going to
easy.
be by at least 7.
1,000,000.
Maybe
All
a
right.
million.
Is Stefanski's seat getting a little warmer? Is it it's on like a 2?
I don't
in
think so.
Cleveland?
Good coach. I don't think so. I
He's-
think they
yeah.
have
See.
a feeling of some stability. They're just
With
missing a few
Stefanski.
pieces. Yeah. But
Yeah,
they don't
and it's
feel like
right
a
now it's
train
quarterback.
wreck.
They have their
They should have
quarterback
beat the
sitting at
Chargers.
home.
They should have beat the Jets, and they should have beat the Ravens. Shoulda,
That's
coulda,
true.
woulda, but they were right there in all those games. They're just having a hard time finding a way to get over the hump, but they also don't have their quarterback, so we'll see what happens when Watson is there.
Yeah, could spice some things up. And Amari Cooper's looked great this season too.
Yeah, he
I will
looks
say
good.
that he looks really good this season. So shout out if you've got him in
And
fantasy.
Joe Burrow has really bounced back nicely from the jump scare. So
Yeah,
Right? It was like from that
Yeah.
moment, he's done great. Yeah. Got it
It's a
all out in
shotgun
one
offense, boys. Shotgun offense. Alrighty, boys. Well, that is our final game, and that is our final A-gap sweep. There we
So,
go.
Let's talk about games we
lot of
didn't sweep on.
sweeps
Those
this
are-
week.
I need to
Lot of
like
sweeps
highlight
this
them to
week.
know. What's
Yeah,
the non-sweeps?
let's.
No one took Colts,
I was on an island taking the Giants.
Giants. We know that.
You were on
Yeah,
an
I'm on an
island
island for
taking the
Patriots.
Patriots.
Yep.
We split Thursday. I took Baltimore.
Thursday's a big one. For us.
I think Matt. Who else took Baltimore? Oh, John took Baltimore. And then Matt and Tom, you guys split. You guys took Tampa.
Yep.
I think everyone took Jacksonville. Everybody took Minnesota. Everybody took Miami.
Everybody
took
took
Dallas.
trivia.
Everybody took Vegas. Everybody took
everyone take
Atlanta.
We all took Atlanta.
We all took Atlanta. We all took the. Oh no, Tom didn't take Jets. We all took the Birds. We all took Titans. We all took Niners. We all took Commanders. We all took Bills. We all took Cincinnati. So those are literally 3 games.
So yeah, 3 games. So it's Patriots, Jets. It's
so Baltimore, Tampa Bay on Thursday. So that Thursday will determine a lot about how this week is going to go. So yeah, we're gonna be watching Thursday.
What if it's
or
Matt
tonight?
and me?
Tonight, right?
What if we lost? What if we lost? Then me and Matt have to do trivia. And it's like Matt's done it 1 billion times, then I'm fighting for trivia, and then I win in the last second.
We're gonna find where then John and I are gonna pick questions that 100% cater towards Matt. We're gonna ask him
if it comes down to it.
So Seos's lead singer was get like some really specific questions catered towards Matt, but you didn't hear that from me. It'll be fun. It'll be very fun. It'll be very fun. So
if my name gets called, if I am called upon, then I will answer the call. Of course.
There you go.
I'll be ready. Matt has answered it many times.
Yeah. We'll have quite a few.
That phone keeps ringing.
Nice to take a week
picking
off.
it up.
Yeah.
Oh, Young Lung says
Matt,
analytics.
Let these 2 fucking tie, and then we'll make them questions. You know?
There you go. Yeah. There you go. Young Lung says analytics say Tom eats sauce next week. You heard it here first. The people want it.
Fuck.
The people want it.
Someone has an Excel sheet for this.
One thing, yeah, right. We're running data. One thing I wanted to say, after there were like 3 games in a row that I wanted to bring up, and I might make this my lock of the week as a 3-way parlay. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna put this in tonight. I'm gonna go Raiders -2, Dolphins -3, Jets +1.5. I'm taking that tonight on a 3-leg parlay. That's my mortal lock for the week.
All right.
I just want to throw that out there.
Yeah, Jets minus because you're on an island
+1.5.
Plus. Oh, okay.
At home.
A little more reasonable.
At home against McCorkle and Zappy, who can't figure it out. So, all right, boys. Anything else before we end? Matt, you handled the hot sauce like a champ tonight. Well done.
For you.
2 in a row. 2 in a row, dude. Yeah. You're getting really used to it. Hopefully you don't have an ulcer. I'm a little worried for you there, but I think you'll be all right. All righty, gentlemen.
I'll expense it if there's
yeah, exactly. You send us the medical bill. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so please, if you guys are here, subscribe. We would love to help pay for Matt's ulcer medical bills. But as always, thank you guys for joining us. We love you guys so much. Get your picks in this week. Get your picks in. And we will see you guys next Tuesday. Oh, also, sorry, before that, wanted to plug one more thing. I guess this is coming out Thursday, but I'm going to say it anyways. Tom and I are doing a King stream on Wednesday night, I think at 5 or 6 o'clock. So stay on our Twitter. Check us out there and stay tuned for that. So we love you guys. Thank you so much. Talk to you soon. See you next Tuesday. Bye.